Yeah, okay.
All right.
Speaking of reminding me, you don't have to remind me, Tari. I got the letter right in my hand. I didn't want to trust you.
Yeah, she hates working.
Hot shot Scott brought this letter in to the studio this morning. I made reference to it at the beginning of the show and then said I would read it in its entirety before 7 o'clock. And look, it's 8:58, so at least I'm less than 2 hours late.
Right.
All right?
Got you.
Now, what the hell is this following letter really all about, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to read it to you, and we'll discuss it.
Gotcha.
Dear Mr. Soden.
Oh, jeez.
Really?
That's my dad, yes.
This letter is to inform you of a fan code of conduct violation that occurred on October 12, 2008 at the Seahawks game against the Green Bay Packers. You were issued a citation at your unnamed guest. Your unnamed guest? Your unnamed guest was issued a citation at Quest Field for smoking. Really? Is it that big a deal? I know we're in smoke-free country out here in the corner in the upper left. But
do they write little tickets to you?
Is it really that serious? I mean,
yes, they go off.
Don't you need a cigarette and more to get through a Seahawk game these days?
With the beer
Especially
and the
at
cig
halftime.
and yeah.
We'd like you to drink all you can to up revenue, but hey, if we're not selling cigarettes at the concession stands, you ain't smoking them.
There you go.
Wow.
People in Seattle love
I
cigarettes.
cannot believe you got to let. First of all, I haven't even. There's like 4 paragraphs left to go, but you pretty much already got the gist of it. I can't believe this is a letter now that goes in Hotshot's file, his Seahawk file.
They have a file.
Well, they must have a file. They're sending him a letter. But let me finish it off here. Your unnamed guest was issued a citation at Quest Field for smoking. Did you know about this, by the way? So it wasn't you.
Well, they asked for my ticket. I was there when it happened. They asked for my ticket, and I said, no, I don't have it on me. I'm not going to give you my ticket. For what?
So they can jot you down?
Yeah.
So if you basically tell them you don't have your ticket, you're off. You're fine. They can't get you.
Well,
they're not going to follow you to your seat, are they?
They acted like they were going to. He called someone on his little radio.
But they actually issue a citation?
Down.
And then your friend who you gave a free ticket to probably hands it over, no
I
problem.
didn't make him pay, but yes.
You didn't make him pay?
I'm such a baller.
Mm-hmm. It's nice of you.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. And he just handed it over.
Yeah, like an idiot. Drunk. Yeah, he's like, oh, here.
Your unnamed guest was issued a citation at Quest Field for smoking. The ticket location has been verified by Quest Field event staff.
Good job, guys.
In accordance...
God, how'd you do it?
In accordance with the Washington Clear Air Act, and at the direction of the Department of Health, smoking is prohibited at Quest Field and the Quest Field Event Center. So there's not even a designated area to smoke anymore?
No, you can't even go outside. They used to have it kind of outside, too.
Yeah,
You can't even go outside anymore. You can smoke absolutely nowhere in the whole building.
Really?
So you got to go 3.5 hours without a smoke if you're a smoker.
And if there's one thing you know about smokers, they will find a place and a way to get a smoke in.
And again,
they will smoke regardless.
They actually write up a citation and hand it to you?
That's what they did, yes.
Like
and not only that, but
like
they followed it up. They followed it up with a letter.
Yeah, they scanned my ticket.
They followed it up with a letter, and here it is.
How much is the citation?
Since December of 2005, Quest Event educate and enforce this policy. We have recently created a new reporting process which allows us to record and identify those guests that choose to violate. You chose to violate the existing Washington State smoking law, as well as our fan code of conduct. As a season ticket holder, you are responsible for your actions, as well as the actions of your guests. Repeat offenses may result in the loss of your season ticket privileges. See, that's where I say that this gets stuck in his file now. He's got a file. Somewhere in the annals of the Seahawk facility, there's a file that now has the documentation of a Hotshot Scott violation.
Too much to drink, ruining it for others.
And should he become a repeat offender, somewhere on the hard drive, they'll check it out and they'll realize that he is now a 2-strike guy.
Yep.
We ask that you reiterate the smoking policy and the fan code of conduct with your guests so that all fans may have the great Seahawk experience. Okay, let's be honest of what's going on this season. It's not like hotshot smoking is all of a sudden going to bring about a great Seahawk experience for the rest of the 60,000 fans that are showing up.
Right. Hasselbeck has asthma now because of me. Right. I've ruined it for everybody.
It's not like people are like, oh, the season's been great, but I smelled some smoke the other day. I don't know where it came from, and it ruined my day.
That's right. I had a horrible time at the game.
All right. the Seahawks games, 31, with a 26-7 against the Eagles, wasn't exactly the greatest of experiences.
Yeah.
Now, we'll cut you some slack, Seahawks, because the Seahawks have been a well-run team as far as producing a good product over the past bunch of years. So we're not going to pretend like we're not showing Seahawks the love they deserve. They certainly have made sports and entertainment in this area nice.
Sure.
But you know what? Is this a little much or what?
Are you sure?
You think?
Is this a little much?
Yes.
Fine. You wanna tell people to stop smoking. You want to say put that out. You want to tell them face to face, hey, we got a policy now. You really can't be smoking. I'm the usher in this section, and if I catch you again, I may have to throw you out for this particular game. Maybe that's one thing. But a whole freaking formal letter like this?
Right.
And it's one thing if I was sitting at my seat smoking and blowing it into kids' faces in front of me. I was up on the ramp, like leaning off the edge of the whole stadium up there.
So you're blowing it out the stadium?
Yes, and me and about 300 other people, standing
I wonder if they
there.
got
Well, they
letters.
just pick random people.
See, now that's ridiculous.
I look
to
like
me.
the slowest one, probably. So
you're leaning off the edge of the stadium.
Right, I'm trying to hide, so I'm like leaning my head off the side of the stadium because I know they come walking around like Predator.
We ask that you reiterate the smoking policy and the fan code of conduct with your guests so that all fans may have the great Seahawk experience that so many have come to enjoy.
Hi, guest. It's me, Scott. I have something to tell you. I'd like to reiterate something with you.
We appreciate your attention to this matter and your continued support of the Seattle Seahawks. Sincerely, Chris Lawrence, Customer Relations and Ticket Service Manager. CC, Lance Lopes, whoever these people are. Kevin, there's a whole list of CCs here.
Really?
This letter went all around the front office.
Whoa.
Man, Holmgren actually is calling me on my cell phone right now.
CC, Governor Gregoire.
Yeah, right.
And President Obama.
Oh, gee, he's pissed. How could you do that?
You're in trouble.
Looks like it. I hate being in trouble.
You got a strike.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Now, a second strike brings you down, or do you get 3 strikes?
I don't want to push it.
You should clarify with them. If I get caught again, am I out, or am I... Where am I at here with the 1 strike?
I bet it's not 2 strikes. There's
Can't
no
be 2
way.
strikes.
Not
He's
pulling away.
got to get a second strike, and then they pull his season tickets on the third. They're not pulling your season
They're not
tickets
pulling
so
$2
fast,
grand
by
of
the
tickets
way.
away for smoking. No way.
But
So
still,
you're thinking you can get 5 or 6 strikes, or
I don't know about
or
5 or
a
6.
limitless strike?
I don't think limitless. No.
They can't pull. They're going to pull season tickets over smoking. I mean, they want to put a little scare in you and try to get you to stop smoking because what you did, I guess, technically,
but
but he was doing it off the edge.
Well, he was there. It's not like he's just there with him and his buddy. He's there with, like he said, 30 other people.
There's a lot of people hanging around.
I mean, it's not just
everyone
him.
goes to the ramps at halftime and smokes.
So if you're going to
halftime, you went to a spot where you would not be really bothering anyone's game experience.
I walked sideways to the first ramp I could see.
He wasn't doing it in his seat. This is over the top.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
The NFL, it's not really the Seahawks. The NFL in general has been over the top with their strict policies and their, when Terrell Owens did that Monday Night Football you remember that thing where he did with the Desperate Housewives?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Michael Bolton's wife.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I like to call her. Yes.
And the NFL put out a statement apologizing and coming down on ABC, and it was weird.
It's been the no fun league for a long time.
I don't know.
That was the best part of the kingdom. You walk out, you need a gas mask to get down the ramp, but who cares? That was part of the experience.
You're outside anyway.
G agrees with the Seahawks being on top of this and says this letter is very warranted. Is that where you're at, G, or what?
You got that right.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
And I say this from this perspective. If I come in your house,
yes,
you invite me to your home, and I say, okay, I got a stogie here. I'm going to fire up.
Stogie.
That's your house now? You live at Questfield?
Say again?
You live at Questfield?
Taxpayers bought his house.
Is that your house?
He's making an analogy that
it's
if you're
horrible
invited to someone's
Yeah,
house...
it is.
It's not,
It's
first of all, it's not his house.
I'm changing the analogy. Come on, Scott, lighten up.
I'm
trying to light up. I get fined for it.
and don't forget about the citation.
But they're trying to keep it so they don't have to put you out. Okay, because, I mean...
I kind of would rather get kicked out at halftime of a game that obviously was over at halftime than have to read this letter that was sent to my home.
Yeah.
This was mailed to your home address.
Oh, yeah.
This was mailed to his home address. This is like being called to the principal's office.
Yeah, it is.
This is like 9th grade.
It's
not in the 9th grade.
This is 9th grade stuff.
Are you sending it to 30 other people? I hope so.
Well, the other 29 got caught, too.
They went up and down and
No, they can't possibly. There's a million people smoking out there.
No, when they come after one, everybody else drops them. Okay, well then,
and then everyone goes up.
Got to be the example. Then everyone runs for their life.
And everyone
ridiculous.
goes up. Everybody goes up one ramp and continues to smoke.
That's ridiculous.
And then they go up another ramp and they go down. They just keep running from them.
That's totally unfair. Then
it's insane.
That's
unfair.
ridiculous.
And by the way,
All right, well, hey, here's G. He's a man with an opinion, and he says he's glad that the Seahawks are on top of this.
Okay,
I appreciate you making the point, G.
Let me try another
you made
analogy.
we got your point, and you did a good job making it, and we don't have to have 16 analogies for us to get where you're coming from.
And by the way, if my house was open air, you could smoke there.
No, you can't.
If my house had no roof, you could smoke.
And you know
there.
what? If someone was in your house and said, "Hey, can I go on the deck or can I go on the patio and smoke?" Are you going to say no, G? If someone comes over your house,
It's not in your house.
Yeah, they can go outside.
Yeah,
Right, and that's what he
this is
did.
More or
outside,
less
but-
what this was. This is like going on the patio to smoke.
Right.
All right.
No, actually, you're in public property.
All right. Well, all right. G, I'm glad that you came on and you're taking the side of the Seahawks because I always like to hear the other side.
Public property is different, though, than smoking in someone's house and being rude. That's a different thing. If it's the law, then yeah, you can't do it.
If you want to equate it to it in someone's house, well, then I think it's more of a fair analogy of someone being invited to someone's house and saying, "Hey, can I get on the patio and smoke real quick? I'm not going to smoke in your house and have it sink into your sofa and everything like that."
I've literally had to stare at vomit the whole entire game from people in front of me who've gotten too drunk and thrown up on each other.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Well, that's because you're in section 123.
I know. It's 123 cracks.
That's
man.
that's
Oh
a
my
big
God.
lows. That's a big low section or
No,
what?
he's a couple over. He's like 119
But same
or something.
same area,
oh, yeah.
behind the
It's
goalpost.
the south end zone. The south end zone is just a war zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
It's the long-haired dude pummeling his
yes,
hands.
it's right down in front of me, that guy.
He's right in front of you.
Yeah, he's in the front row, and I'm like 11 rows back or whatever.
Everyone knows the long-haired dude, Terry, that always contorts his. How do you?
He just
describe it?
slams his two
He slams
palms
his
on the-
body.
Right.
The whole game, too. He
The
doesn't
whole
stop.
game.
And you never seen the little referee guy that stands there?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
referee. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm right in his. We're right in the same
I've seen you on the jumbotron, whatever you call it.
I must look really jumbo on the
Oh,
gym.
geez.
Holy crap!
Jamie, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, Jamie.
Okay, no, I totally disagree. Now, if you're sitting on my back porch smoking, or if you're an uninvited guest or what have you, like I have construction workers over at my house right now building a shop, and if they're smoking on my property when I have absolutely told them that they need to pick up their mess from lunch or whatever, and they're smoking on my property, I'm going to grab their cigarette and I'm going to put it out and I'm going to stick it in their pocket and tell them to go home.
First of all, he's not an uninvited guest at the Seahawk game.
Right.
What are you talking about?
He's
He
an
pays
invited
for his
guest.
seat.
But we
He pays
But
them
all
money,
of us-
and
all
they
of us-
accepted.
all of us
They always
people
cash
that
my
have
check for some
paid-
reason.
all of us taxpayers that actually work and don't spend our money that we get freely from welfare or what have you to buy cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Are
And
you a welfare guy?
it just aggravates me because most of the people that smoke and drink didn't work hard for that money. And
Didn't
when
work hard
I
for that money.
Wow.
So it comes down to whether people deserve to smoke or not.
Yes.
The people who smoke don't deserve to be able to make the decision to smoke because they're not working hard enough, in your opinion.
And she's
Wants
claiming
to
that
place a
also.
value
This is a
judgment.
whole
Yeah,
different
that
argument.
is.
I work very hard for
I don't
the
know
money I
where
drink
you've
with.
gone with
Are you
this
kidding me?
lady.
Right.
Look how hard I work. Look
I
at
don't
me
know.
right now.
I don't know where you've taken this conversation, lady, but you've made this a much broader subject.
Yeah, she's
I always
calling
see
out
The
Talking
smokers of the world
And the
are
drinkers, don't
are the
forget.
lazy people that don't really deserve and aren't entitled to a refreshing moment
Sorry, Dave.
of nicotine or alcohol.
And they're on welfare
Are you still there? Oh, she hung up.
because
All right.
there's no case to that.
Well, she feels there was. Maybe she just got disconnected. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Bring it out.
1-866-663-T-Man. Well, got to acknowledge the first two calls are very on board with this policy. I think you just got to keep it in context, though, and I think it's very relevant to say it's not a situation. If you were caught in your seat smoking
That's different.
and you got this letter, I would say, you know what? Maybe it was justified.
It's rude.
Maybe.
I would not want someone blowing smoke on my
But
kid
you
during
made
game.
the effort, wait to halftime, lean off the edge,
couldn't wait till
blow it out of the stadium, and it's
Yep.
not affecting anyone.
Nope.
I
Well,
think that's important in this scenario.
Right,
it's
right.
affecting the other smokers around, if in fact you want to call that being affected. But there's lots of people smoking there.
Yeah, but they voluntarily
Right.
place
That's-
themselves in the same spot to
that's what I'm-
smoke with you.
That's what I'm saying. They're the only ones that were affected.
And
by it.
yeah, I understand it's still a violation because you're inside. You're on the fringe, but still inside of the facility. That is Quest Field. So if you want to go by the letter of the law, you're violating the policy. But if you're keeping it in context and you're using judgment, this is not affecting anyone's game experience. You know? Have Courtney Taylor catch a pass. That's affecting my game experience a lot more. All right?
I
don't want to lash out at the Seahawks because I love the games myself, and they're entitled to one bad season because they've put out a lot of great years back-to-back of a good product.
Right.
But don't get under my skin.
Right.
Don't they realize nothing goes better with a beer buzz than a Marlboro Light? Come on. You have to recognize that.
Jasmine, you're on the air. Hello.
Hey, T-Man, how you doing?
How are you, Jasmine?
I'm doing well. Well, first of all, I want to say that Jamie's a bitch.
Wow.
And I don't mean to call out Courtney Taylor. I don't even know if he's dropped a passage. Has he been... I don't know why his name came to my mind. Maybe that's why.
Early in the year, first 2 games. Yeah.
All right. Well, he's just trying to get on the squad, and I didn't mean to single him out. I don't know who he is. Maybe he's a nice guy, but you get the point. All right?
Yeah.
Huh? Anyone get the point?
I gotcha.
Corn Robinson drops passes, yeah.
Well, K-Rob's my friend, so he's allowed.
K-Rob.
And by the way...
Wish I could call him that.
K-Rob?
I don't know I'm good enough.
He's been actually one of the better receivers they've had over the past week.
Sure.
Anyway, Jasmine, yes.
Yes. I was at Quest not too long ago for the Rams game, and me and my girlfriend were out smoking by off the ramps, of course, and she just about got caught. Thankfully,
Hotshot took the fall for her.
That's right. I'll take the fall for anyone.
Well, yeah, they just about followed her to her seat.
No,
she didn't
they
have
do.
Her ticket on her.
Yeah, they asked me where my ticket was, and they were outraged. Where's your ticket?
So they asked for your ticket, and when you told them you didn't have it, they were willing, they were ready, and they were prepared to follow you to your seat and follow through with this to the point where they were not going to let it go.
He goes, wait here.
Yeah,
wait
they
here.
were actually following her back to the seat.
I said, I'm going to my seat.
Finally, she pulled out all her pockets, and she had no cigarettes in her pocket.
You probably won't be smoking again. They probably had an effective means of making sure they do away with even the fringe smokers at their joint.
I'm just going to find a ticket stub on the ground and hold that one. Oh, right here. Here you go. Bust me. Sorry. Whoops. What'd I do? My bad. Bob Schmigigi's going to get a letter in the mail about smoking at the game.
I'm sorry. This is so
I'm
ninth
with
grade
ya.
principles
Not
office stuff.
I mean, it's just,
all.
yeah.
This is principles office stuff,
People
man.
love to smoke cigarettes. They're not illegal.
And I'm
Come to grips
happy.
with
I'm
it.
happy the law is in place of a smoke-free environment. But you know what? Let's keep it. There's still an ability to smoke in open air, so let's use judgment when we enforce this policy. If one person was reasonably affected that didn't want to be subjected to smoke in this situation, then I could be on board with this. But there was not one person whose day was at all inhibited by Hotshot's effort to wait till halftime, go to the area that he went to, blow it out of the open air part of the stadium.
Right.
It's a pretty sizable effort, you have to admit. I put in a lot of work. Wait till halftime? Are you kidding me? I was dying.
Mm-hmm. Joel, you're on the air. He works at Questfield.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
Yes, Joel.
Hey, T-Man, what's going on, man?
How are you, Joel?
So, you want to know how to get away with it, huh?
Huh?
You want to know how to get away with it?
I don't know. I could really care less, but...
Well, I know you could care less.
I'm not a smoker.
Hotshot's a dumbass, and he wants to know.
Wow.
Wow, Hotshot's a dumbass.
Anyway, so what you do is you get about 5 or 6 of your buddies, go out there, start smoking, hand one person everybody's ticket. So when us security guys come up, we ask for your ticket. One guy pulls it out of your pocket, and what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to take your ticket, write you a citation, and send you on your way.
That's a good
If you
story.
get caught a
What you're
second
supposed to
time,
do is relax a
we
little
ask
bit
for
and
your
let people
ticket.
enjoy the game. That's what you're supposed to do.
How much is the citation?
If you get caught a second time, you don't have your ticket, we're supposed to escort you out of the game. At no point will you ever lose your season ticket.
Okay, that's something I wanted to know. So there's no third strike and they take your season tickets away. There's no policy like that.
The official policy is first time we catch you, take your ticket, write you citation.
And that's what he got. That's what he had to walk to his mailbox at his home, rip open the Seahawks embroidered little envelope.
They're going to send me a refund. Cool.
And he reads this letter about how he's a violator of the smoking policy. So that's strike one. Now
you can get that letter after every game, and they won't do a thing about it.
All right. So strike two would be what now?
Strike two
escort
is
me.
They escort you out of the stadium.
I'd love to see him try to escort me out. Good luck.
If we come up to you a second time, ask you for your ticket. If you don't have your ticket, we are then supposed to escort you out of the building.
What are you gonna, if they tell you they're going to escort you out of the building, you're going to put up a resistance or what?
Of course, I'm going back to my seat.
Well, what if they bring
put up
3
a
guys over?
resistance.
You prepare to fight for your?
Yes. Hey, you're gonna after 12 beers and 7 shots of Jaeger, I probably would be prepared to fight. Yes. It'd be a bad time to. It'd be a bad time to pick on me.
So, Joel, are you worried that Hotshot's saying that he wouldn't even have it within his control, but he'd have to put up a serious resistance if you're telling him he's going to be escorted out of the game?
Well, then,
Are you prepared to handle this?
He's already leaning over the edge. I'm just going to push him a little bit.
Right. I'm easy to push. I'm walking back to my seat, and if
All right,
you want to
so-
join me, join me.
So you tell him, sir, I got to escort you out of the stadium. He says, no, I'm walking back to my seat. What do? You radio for help.
He pushes out and calls the cops.
Radio for help, and when we get
Radio for help.
You radio for backup, and what do you do? Tell me what you do.
if all means are necessary, if the customer is not willing, putting up a fight to leave the stadium.
Hotshot's saying that's who he'd be. He
Yes.
wouldn't. It wouldn't even be within his control. He'd already be knee deep in Jaeger.
He's already at a seat watching the Seahawks lose.
So you're pre-funking with Jaeger before every game.
Just about every game.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's got Jaeger,
Jaeger
and a
and vodka Red Bull.
lot of beers and vodka Red Bull, and he's saying that that's exactly what would happen if you went up to him and said, "Sir, it's time to escort you out of the stadium." He would start walking back to his seat and ignoring you. What do you do now?
And then we follow him and radio for King County Sheriff to come
See,
help us.
of course.
And they come over and they'll
So
put him in
JD
handcuffs and take him out of the
comes
building.
Yeah, it's not JD. It's King
It's
County.
King County.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Whatever. So worth it.
Well, you're going to leave the game, though. You know that at some point.
Well, but they're also
Yeah.
running the risk of,
At some point, I'm
you know,
leaving,
somebody
yes.
taking away some people getting tired of it and going, well, we're not paying for tickets anymore. I mean, it's
It's not going to happen.
And you know
True.
what I
And
what I tell
what they're running the
people-
risk of is maybe a potential scene and or out of control riot that
Exactly.
may ensue, but that's still even a stretch. If one guy's getting thrown out, it's not like would your section riot for you or what? Does everyone in your section know you or what?
Oh, yeah, everyone knows everyone. Of course.
I've been sitting there for years.
So if one guy in your section, a pretty loyal section, not
yeah.
just to the team,
Some big dudes,
but
big
to
scary guys.
but to each other, you riot for a guy that gets thrown out
Oh,
of
yeah.
your section.
I've seen
or
it
what?
happen.
And what do you do?
Oh, I've seen like someone get escorted out of our section by ushers and beers are flying at them and all kinds of crap.
Wow.
Chucking
beers at 'em?
I'm
chucking-
telling you.
And that's when it really gets dangerous for kids and stuff.
Right. Football fans are a whole different breed.
Hey,
Well, you know,
I
this
got
year,
it.
that's a whole lot more exciting than watching the game itself.
Wow. I don't know if that's the company line there, Joel.
Yeah.
Hey, I just
So
work
what
for the
section-
company.
All right. Well, thanks for your insight, my friend.
And I can even tell you how to sneak alcohol in.
Whoa.
I think
All right.
I've managed somehow to crack the code, but thank you.
Oh, is that what you're doing? So you're bringing it in?
Of course. You got to keep the buzz going. It's 3 hours. $12 a
You gotta have
beer.
some entertainment. You know, the Seahawks aren't giving you none.
Well, in my section,
Right.
there's a
geez.
bar.
I know, but who wants to pay? Just bring them in yourself. No matter how old you are, how much money you make, you got to always sneak booze
Yeah,
in.
that's the fun of it.
Always.
And
That's
T-Man,
the
don't you
fun.
get
It
the
is.
buy one, get one free special?
What's that now?
Don't you get the buy one, get one free special?
What, at the bar?
No, at seat.
What do you mean? We'll buy
I
one,
thought,
get
you
one
I thought you mentioned that before,
I said that.
the beer person in your
I
section
said that.
will
Yeah, I got,
sell you one and
I
give
got a
you
little
one.
hookup.
I got, but that's your personal little
Yes.
exchange. I'm sure you're helping her out or him, whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
She's a fan of the show.
Exactly.
A lot of ushers are fans of the show. We are very good with ushers.
We are, yeah. Remember
we went to
Yeah,
Barry Bonds'
yes.
home run history-making game, and the lady was like putting us in a good spot.
Right. I
Remember
remember
Pasty?
that.
All right. Nice job, Joel.
All right. Hey, one last thing.
He's 315 pounds. Get ready for him.
Carries a bunt.
One last thing.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Steven the dickhead.
I knew it. Maybe it was already. No?
I don't think so. No, he's not. He ain't security at Questfield.
Really? What else is he doing?
He ain't doing that. He isn't providing anyone. He's not assisting anyone in their safety needs.
Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
All right. So there you have it.
He really did say it. I thought he was kidding. So there you go, kids. Don't smoke at Questfield. You'll get busted.
And
So much trouble.
Here's living proof right before our eyes over here, Terry. You got to feel somewhat diminished by, as I said, the ninth gradish principal scolding
course.
type feeling that you must be going through here.
It's
Little
like
boy.
No, it's just like I used to do when I lived at home. Check the mail, find all the bad stuff, and throw it out. Before my parents.
All right, let me stick in a couple more calls. Matthew, yes, what do you got?
Yes, hey, Z-Man.
What's up, man?
Hey, I was calling about one of the callers, I guess, before, the female caller that said smokers and drinkers are like the laziest people.
And don't deserve really to have any enjoyment or any kind of pleasure from their alcohol and cigarettes.
Yeah, I'm in the United States military, and I drink and smoke, so I can't see how anybody would call me or anybody in my unit or on this post lazy or not deserving of anything.
Yeah, it's hard to call someone who's protecting your freedoms and your rights and your country a lowlife, Terry.
Yeah, a bit tough.
I would think that she would be hard-pressed if she was still on the line to call this man who is out there risking his life, putting his life on the line to defend her and provide safety in large part for her and her family, calling him a lowlife and saying he doesn't deserve his cigarettes and his alcohol.
I know.
Second thing, as bad as the Seahawks have been playing, they should give you free alcohol and cigarettes.
I said I'm going to cut them some slack. They're entitled to one bad season. It's not like the Mariners here.
Right. Playoffs since 01. Nice work, guys.
One bad season after all the years of the playoffs and the one Super Bowl, I can't believe I went, that they made.
you
Brenda,
guys.
you're on the air, yes.
Hello.
What's up?
How are you?
Pretty good. What's up?
Basically, I was calling about that lady who, just like the last man said, that all people who smoke and drink are on welfare. I am... Huh?
You hearing voices? Go ahead. We're listening. We're listening to you. We're
Oh,
captivated.
okay. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Huh?
I just took offense to that. I work 2 jobs. I'm actually retired military. Actually, that's where I started smoking. And if she's talking about the construction workers, how she'll go and take it out of here.
Yeah, I bet she would, by the way.
I know. It's so tough.
She talks tough, but you really picture her actually following through with that and walking up to the construction workers that are in her home, working on her house, and she's going to grab their cigarettes and put them out for her? Maybe she would. I can't say for sure that she wouldn't.
She would definitely
but
say
I
something
don't-
and nag at him. She would say something first and say before grab.
She ain't as tough as she sounds.
Better be careful with construction workers.
All right, Brenda, so you work hard, you are not a welfare person, and you resent being labeled a lowlife by a woman who generalized all smokers and drinkers. I think there's some fairness in your retaliation there. Heather, you're on the air.
Favorite part of her call, Pasty doesn't know how to spell cigarette.
Yes,
Smokes
Heather.
them every day.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
Well, how should he know how to spell? He's a lowlife.
That's true. Low life, yeah.
Yes, Heather.
He doesn't work hard for his.
Same letter in the mail.
You got the same letter?
Yeah, my sister got busted smoking out.
So you got the same letter word for word?
Yeah, pretty much.
So when I was reading it, it was like bad memory for you.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't expect
She
it.
sounds like a smoker, doesn't she,
Got
Heather?
busted either.
Name like Heather in her voice?
Oh, love Heather's.
She hasn't been taking smokes to the face for the past 20 years?
Find me a Heather that doesn't have a raspy voice.
Oh.
And I don't smoke, so...
Oh, you don't smoke?
Really?
Whoa.
But you once
No.
did.
Huh?
You had a nice long run of smoking. Maybe you quit, but you've been a smoker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A while ago.
Yeah.
But it's I quit in 04.
You quit. Now you only smoke poles. I get it. Okay, so
No.
That's it,
you're not smoking poles? Well,
Much
okay.
better for you. Mm-hmm. Heart Association came out and said.
Just make sure you're taking it to the side of the stadium. Anyway, Heather, I'm
Okay.
sorry that this happened to you. It's kind of a situation where you're kind of caught in the middle a little bit. You want them
Right.
to enforce certain policies so that, those that go with their families have a reasonable attempt of enjoying the game. But this doesn't fall into that category of really even approaching the possibility of disrupting someone's Sunday afternoon family outing, okay?
By the way, my section, not appropriate for families.
Right.
So you may want to go sit somewhere
But you weren't even
else.
smoking in your section.
No, that's true.
You waited till halftime. You purposely made an effort not to smoke in your section, even though you acknowledge it's not a family section.
I had it in my mouth the whole second quarter. I just didn't light it. Couldn't wait.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. I didn't light it.
Does that do anything for you?
No, but it just...
I wonder when I see people with cigarettes dangling out of their mouths, but it's not lit. Is it really?
It does a little bit.
Get a little buzz or what?
No, you don't get buzz, but part of the addiction is the holding it and having it in your mouth.
Oh, having something to do with your hands?
It's oral fixation, yeah. It's a true thing, man. People are sick. And I'm one of them.
Good to know you finally got on record as having an oral fixation.
I know.
Right.
Come on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Daniel, final word. What do you got?
Hey, what's up?
Yes, Daniel.
Basically, it kind of bothered me, the woman earlier that said all smokers are lazy, and then I heard the soldier from Fort Lewis call, and I'm a disabled veteran myself. I was stationed in Fort Lewis.
Yeah, all these veterans calling and defending their smokes and their...
There you go.
And their character.
I don't smoke. I'm not a smoker.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll defend the smokers. See, I don't know what the rules are at Quest Field.
Well, the rules are you're not allowed to smoke at Quest Field.
Right,
so
there you go.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
it.
as I said, by the letter of the rules, by the letter of the law, this could be enforced. But I think even within certain laws and rules, this is a rule, not a law, you got to use some kind of judgment when you enforce it.
I love how they're really into the Clean Air Act, but I'm going to light off fireworks before the game and asphyxiate my whole section.
And I guess they don't want to.
Jesus. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have
The
seen
whole
that.
section's has gas masks on because we can't breathe because of the stupid fireworks, but don't have a cigarette.
They don't want a whole stadium of people hanging off the edge smoking.
But they do. They have it anyway.
Well, they don't want it. They want to send letters like this to end that.
But you can hump in the bathroom if you want. That's fine.
But can't you do it? Can't you smoke at Safeco?
The people that humped in the bathroom got
in trouble too. I know.
Something's in their file too.
Oh yeah.
She got a little in her file.
Yeah.
I don't think Safeco lets you.
know
The Safeco
the rules of where you're going to smoke.
We'll provide alcohol so that you get belligerent and piss drunk as long as we can reap
stumble
the
out of
benefits.
Right.
As long as we can profit from it.
Right.
But no smoking allowed.
Right.
Even
Well, then it sounds like Quest Field needs to start selling cigarettes, I guess. I
Man,
don't know.
maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah, if they start selling cigarettes, they might be a little more tolerant of you leaning off the edge of the stadium and smoking at halftime.
In about a month, I'll just leave and go down to Deja Vu. It's opening up right down there.
Oh, geez.
See ya. You insist.
Hey, that's a sore subject. Actually, the Seahawks didn't really make a protest. They don't seem to care about that. It's the
Yeah, it was
Mariners.
more
Yeah, it's Mariners. But hey, it's right. It's, what, a block away from Quest Field?
And let me tell you this.
No one's going to love it more than Seahawks fans.
If you've gone to any major sporting event,
Yes.
you've seen at any time, whenever your next major sporting event that you're going to visit is, you're going to see something a hell of a lot worse, guaranteed, than Hotshot hanging off the side of the facility at halftime, blowing smoke off the edge. Everyone knows the ramps that you walk up to get to your particular section, right?
Yes.
He's hanging off the side, blowing it out into the air.
I hear you.
Into the clean air.
But it comes back and affects the players.
Right.
They're not defending the players. They're defending... Yeah, you get that.
Bothering other customers.
All right.
But it's not.
It's not. Okay.
You don't want to smoke, don't go in the smoking section.
So there it is.
Go pay for your overpriced souvenir and move on with your life.
Oh, jeez. Wow. 1-866-663 T-Man. Back after these words.
TManShow.com.
At 97373.
Say it.
Who was that last?
Don't you know?
Don't you know? Who was that? Was that Joe? Who was saying that last song? Yeah. Who was it?
Joe.
Did you get kind of soothed so much by Joe, Terry, that you lost sight of the fact that you're hosting a radio show here?
Is she really hosting it?
Oh, she's the host.
Oh,
wow.
right,
I'm
I
Mr.
am.
Humble Sidekick. At 97373, don't you know, people text all morning long, and it's back and better than ever. At 9:30 and 47 seconds, somebody writes, T-Man, you're a punk. I can't get that stupid Karate Kid song out of my head now. Stop playing it.
Yeah, you probably should stop.
Whatever you say, sir.
I just downloaded it.
You found it?
I just downloaded it.
You found it.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is find the Karate Kid soundtrack, and you can find it.
Okay, well, that sounds like it's so easy, the Karate Kid soundtrack.
If you put in the search box of iTunes Karate Kid soundtrack, it's there. What do you mean you found it?
There's nothing on that soundtrack worthwhile. They actually put
Doesn't
that.
matter.
They take the time to load it on iTunes.
Yes,
Waste
they
of
did.
bandwidth.
By the way,
Play it.
Cruel Summer's on there, one of your favorite songs
Oh,
of all
is it?
time.
Oh, now I love it. He found it. Oh, man.
It's going in the club this week.
Wow.
On the hoops. The what?
No one's gonna what?
Everyone loves it now. We've got 2 hours to practice.
Vinny's gonna play it at the club all drunk this weekend. All right.
He's gonna have everybody chime in.
Wait, Cruel Summer's on there, you're telling me?
9:30.
Oh, I'm buying it now.
And 6 seconds.
That's the real Karate Kid song.
Somebody writes.
Oh, the cheerleader
Hold on,
bouncing and jiggling.
Hold on, what's the name of this?
Cruel Summer.
Got it.
You love it. Come on.
Let's see here.
Anytime you can incorporate the xylophone into your
Somebody
into your
writes.
song.
Tell that anti-smoking freedom bitch I'm going for a smoke break. 9:26, 59 seconds. That lady was an effing whack job. I'm a smoker. I own my own business. I'm making money hand over fist. She needs to be punched in the face. Right, man. Everyone's piling on this lady, huh?
People love their cigarettes, man.
Hey, T-Man, thought you'd like to know I have put your picture on my shower head. Ooh la la, bow chicka bow wow.
Wow.
Is this Bananarama?
It is.
Okay, good.
If the shower head were singing to this lady, Crew VJ.
Oh, wow.
They'd probably say you're the best.
Oh, yeah, maybe. The shower head would be saying, instead of it's a cruel VJ. Oh, don't be so sure. Oh, now Terry. Now Terry can't help but play. It's too late, Terry. I gave you a shot.
A day, late.
$1, short.
I love how one of the chicks in Bananarama married the other guy from Wham.
Really?
Here's Power 80s couple, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
Here's a great text message before we sign off here this morning. Again, with the pile-on to that lady who called in kind of theory. 9:16 and 10 seconds, Dish. Somebody writes, just wanted to say that if that woman took my smoke out of my hand and put it out and told me to go home, I'd put a shovel between her eyes.
Wow. Nice.
So you don't think of Karate Kid when you hear this, really? This song doesn't remind you of Karate Kid at all?
We went through this yesterday.
I know, but not at all. A little bit.
Here's an interesting
Tiny
one.
bit.
9:13 and 22 seconds. Somebody writes, Terry's a hypocrite. If it was SPD enforcing the no smoking ban at the game, she would be talking about how people need to abide by the rules.
Yes, I would, because I'm SPD strong.
Oh, your ears.
Gosh, you're killing me.
I backed way off.
It's the new tube.
It's the high-pitched guy over here.
Yeah, it's me.
It is the high pitch.
I couldn't get to my earphone volume fast enough, man. You're killing me. Terry, is that true?
I just hope
it's hard to say that this texter isn't onto something that they may not have a small point here. You were pretty much, oh, that's lame, blah, blah, blah. 9:11, 58 seconds. I smoke weed at Questfield. Why is Hot Shot getting caught, man? Figure it out. All right, there it is. See you tomorrow, Terrence.
See you tomorrow.
Maybe. You know, it is.
TheTManShow.com.
Wow.
More like the Pooh.
Why are we so violent this morning, so early?
Oh, Guru from Fantasy Football picked me to win last week, Terry. And I lost. It's the website. They offer you a guru.
They offer you
to give you a better handle on what to expect from the weekend as far as the outcome.
Sure.
No one knows who the guru is. I don't know how they come up with the guru. I don't know what the math or the chemistry or the philosophies are involved.
Right.
But the guru,
he sucked.
Whether he is a living person or not, can suck on my ass.
Wow. All right.
Okay. I'll get that out.
All right. Feel better?
Not really, but that's all right. But I'm off to a good start this weekend with fantasy football. A decent start because at halftime I had 2 points between Wes Welker and Randy Moss. I hate having them both on the same team, but I did it thinking, Tom Brady might play a game or two, but I guess that was too much to ask. Anyway, it would have been a great deal because they're still doing okay with this hack quarterback they have there.
Or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Sandcastle.
Sandcastle.
And Randy Moss caught a last-second touchdown. I don't know if you watched your NFL game
I did.
Thursday Night Football, Terry.
Fair enough.
That's the best Thursday Night Football game you're going to get all season.
That was a good game.
Two teams battling for first place, both 5-3 or whatever they were, 6-3. And in overtime, the New York Jets make a statement against the Patriots at Foxborough. That your dynasty in the AFC East may have just come to an abrupt, a Brett, a Favre, a end.
I'm loving him still.
Brett Favre in overtime winning the toss, leading them down the field,
He did.
enabling the Patriots from even touching the ball.
KUBE.
The snap, the kick, it's on the way. It is good.
You'll be announcing live on Friday night or Saturday night.
So I got a little,
Yeah.
not much local sports to get into, although the Huskies are on TV tonight.
Goody.
It's like basketball, Terry. They have this ball, and they try to put it in the hoop.
Really? No way.
Yeah.
Cool.
We haven't seen any basketball in a while.
We're usually about 5 games in by now.
But no.
You can see Isaiah Thomas, the one that hasn't been arrested. He'll be on.
Tried to commit suicide.
He'll be on TV tonight. Everyone getting a glimpse at what's to be as far as the future days of Husky basketball. It should be fun and exciting, and hopefully we won't be out on the Huskies in 3 games because we need them bad. We need you bad. Isaiah Thomas, I hope you're everything I'm hearing about you being and more. Actually, I hope you're sleeping right now.
Yeah,
But
get some rest, son.
if you're excited about the game and you're up and you're listening, well, I don't want to put a lot of unnecessary expectations on your shoulders, but we need you.
Yeah, too late.
Yes.
I hope John
Anyway.
Brockman dunks this year. That'd be so cool. You think he will?
Well, I think he needs to grow another inch.
Right.
I think 6'10" is not enough for him to be able to dunk.
If only he was 6'10" and could jump, then he could dunk.
Hey, you can't knock John Brockman. The guy's been
Yes, I
a
can.
solid Steve Scheffler for his 3 seasons with the Huskies.
He might be the Pac-10's all-time leading rebounder by the time he's done this year. I know he's going for a bunch of records because he started as a freshman. So yeah,
Alright.
he's good, but he bugs me.
It's like Steve Scheffler. I'm telling you, he owned all kinds of records in the Big Ten when he
was good at Purdue.
Graduated. And he did good things for Purdue, but didn't really translate overwhelmingly with the Sonics. So who is this now? And but it was a good guy around the community, Terry. It was a good guy on the bench. It was a positive influence on the rest of the team. And you need that on every team, Terry.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. Can I ask you a question? Just
Oh,
because I
geez.
noticed something?
Yeah, what
Did
do
you
you
go out
notice?
last night? Because you have a little...
Oh, that's Secret Society stuff, Terry. Don't even ask me.
Oh. Okay.
What are
Sorry.
you laughing at, Pooh?
I
got my stamp.
Yeah,
on.
I just
This
looked
guy's
up and
little
I seen it. I
stamp.
was like,
Hit
hold
the
on,
night.
did you go out?
Clubs. Yeah, did you go out last night?
Do you know what stamp that is?
It's got Mommy and Me written all over it.
No,
Some kind of Mommy and Me function last night, no? With kids?
Why is that a mommy and me?
I don't know.
You said you've been drinking lately, kind of.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I
You
just
have a
said-
problem?
Going on?
I said,
You need to be aware
I said to Hotshot, it's time for me to start a life of drug abuse.
What have you been waiting for?
I've refrained from that thus far, and I asked for some tips.
Of course, I'm ready.
Like Dean Martin said, he feels sorry for people that don't drink because that's the best they're going to feel all day. It's so true. Why would you go through life sober when you don't have to?
Well, I'm starting to see the light. Anyway,
Take that, kids.
I'm asking. I don't think you do nearly as many prescription drugs as you claim, but
Oh, jeez.
when was the last time you
I
popped
say-
a pill? When was the last time you swallowed a pill?
Honestly.
6 o'clock?
Oh, jeez. It is 6:20.
PM.
Oh, okay. All right.
If it was
And do you
AM, he'd be knocked out right about now.
Do you choose to share with us what pill that was, or you don't have
I do not choose to share with you.
So it
what
wasn't an Aleve, I guess.
Tis not an Aleve.
Oh, no, not at all.
It did alleviate some pain,
There you
but
go.
is not an Aleve per se.
But you swear on that, 6 p.m.?
I do.
Wow.
Swear on that, yes.
Okay. Did the bottle have your name on it, yes or no?
Why would it
doesn't
have
have
my
a
name on it?
bottle.
I'm just asking.
Why would he
Even
have
if
a
it was
bottle?
prescribed to me, why would I keep my name on it?
All right. Well, some people, go to their doctor and, fake an illness. Anyway, all right. There it is. It's a
Well, you
Friday
didn't answer my
morning.
question, but that's okay.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, what's up with
I
that?
didn't say I was going to answer your question.
It's a secret society. You need to know about that.
And no, it's from like
Wasn't it?
Gymboree.
I knew it. I was. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say that. It could come up with the name. Mommy and Me. That's all I could come up with. I meant to say that.
They give stamps down?
In replace of Gymboree, you
Yes.
said mommy and me?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's the only thing I could think
Why
of.
would they
They have
give
one of those in
stamp?
Issaquah. I always see it.
I was a little embarrassed to say, Terry. You had to drag it out of me. That's fine. Wonderful. Okay, start your Friday.
TwoManShow.com.
Little kiss call there, Terry, for you. Who the who?
But yeah,
You know Jennifer Hudson,
no.
who would be waiting tables if she wasn't cast for Showgirls, Terry, which just shows you how fine a line there is between discovered immense talent like Jennifer Hudson has
Yes.
and those that have it but just haven't found a way to be discovered. Do you realize that? That Jennifer Hudson was a cast-off of American Idol that was not considered to be worthy of really of studio recording time.
Yeah.
Blows the doors off the joint in Showgirls.
Dreamgirls.
Was it?
Showgirls, I think, was probably a better movie.
Yeah, that was the one with
that Elizabeth Berkley?
Elizabeth Berkley
Much
being
better movie, yes.
Yeah.
Much more watchable.
I just saw it on my son's
All right, well,
floor.
I like to call it Showgirls.
All right,
yes.
call it Showgirls.
Blew the doors off the joint and that much more in the movie Showgirls. And since then, now is seen as beyond respectable musical talent and proving it every step of the way. I don't know if you've heard some of her new cuts, Terry, but I just downloaded them to my iPod.
All right.
My iPod has something for everyone. I can tell you that right now.
I bet it does.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
It runs deep. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. I bet it does.
And I'm sure so does Jennifer Hudson.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow.
Anyway.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just trying to make a point. And I don't know if it was lost in the mix there. It's a better mix. But the point was, for every Jennifer Hudson that found a backdoor way to her break, when she could have easily been a cast-off, there are thousands of people out there that have immense talent that will never find a front, back, side, door crack in a window to slide through it, and they'll continue to be waiting tables or, putting on the orange apron and going to Home Depot and getting more bitter by the day. Why am I so unlucky to have all this talent that I'm telling people is there and they're not giving me a chance?
Yeah.
It's out there.
I know.
All right?
Yes.
Guys that grind it out in bands for 25 years.
True.
Never can break out of the local scene. For whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Some of your best-looking ladies are undiscovered models, and some of your best talents are undiscovered workers at Lowe's.
Yep.
Give them equal time since I mentioned Home Depot. Anyway. What else is going on?
Well, remember, I think it was earlier on this week, I told you about the Adrienne Bailon from Cheetah Girls, or 3LW as well, how she was upset that some nude pictures got taken and were being, etc.
Yeah.
Anyway, now rumor has it that she's the one who actually leaked those pictures herself.
And what did the T-Man tell you when I first heard that story early in the week, Terry?
You said,
what did the T-Man tell you?
The T-Man told me that she probably did it herself.
Ha! I'm so upset. These pictures surfaced of me and my nakedness. I don't know how this could have happened.
Oops, my laptop. I left it and it got stolen. Oh, goodness. Anyway.
It was done by her and or her handlers, as I suggested, Terry.
Right.
And, hey, whatever you got to do.
Well, now the New York Post claims that there's a deal on the table for her to pose nude in Playboy.
See, she's not going to sit back and have the bitterness just gain in its levels, being some undiscovered talent. She's going to make things happen. You got to shake it up.
Absolutely. Post even claims to have a copy of the contract, and it says that she's going to pose for, quote, stylish photos with full nudity in a sufficient quantity and quality.
Full nudity photos are usually quite stylish.
Really? Quantity and quality.
Yes.
That's what it says. No word if she's interested or not, so we'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
So she's got an offer now.
She does.
Somebody out there said, hey, obviously you want to be naked? All right, let's see how real you are about this.
Right. $100,000 supposedly is on the table.
Mm-hmm.
So.
$100,000?
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you wouldn't settle for $100,000 if you were to be shot nude?
That's got to be the lowest they've ever paid somebody, isn't it?
Well,
I don't know what the going rate is on taking your clothes off and doing a small pictorial for a magazine, but you seem to be more in the know.
Can I wear a Wizinator?
It sounds like Hotshot wants to call his agent.
I think so.
I mean, the magazines like Hustler or even some of the lesser known but higher graphically oriented magazines, what do you think they're paying? You think they're paying more than $100,000 per shoot?
But this is Playboy, right?
Oh, was it Playboy?
It is
I
Playboy.
Listening to everything Tara said.
I know.
It's really tough.
Well, Playboy has seen tough times happen recently, just like every business and corporate America, and maybe they've dropped the rates down a little bit. You heard Terry read a story. I remember all the stories she reads from the beginning of time.
Sure you
and
do.
she talked about how they are going to open the Playboy Mansion parties to the public that want to pay for tickets.
That's sad.
Playboys spending cash may be on the decline, as Hef's health and overall state of mind may as well. I don't know. Is the man getting...
No, he looks great, actually.
Really?
He sounds great. He sounds lucid. How could you ever be sick when you don't leave your bed?
Just an ageless wonder, and all you do is just screw supermodels all day?
He hasn't put clothes on besides pajamas in 40 years.
That might be a good recipe for a stress-free, long-lasting life.
Yeah, what does
So
he
there
do?
you go. There's the secret to staying young and feeling young. Just stay in your mansion without taking off your feety pajamas and just have one blonde after another, no one over the age of 21, come in your revolving door bedroom to have sex with you. That's
Running
the
it
way
down.
and money to burn. That's the way you...
money to burn, too, okay. Blondes, you said? Was that blonde?
Yes, he
hot
seems
blondes?
to be into blondes, because when I went to the mansion party, it was him on a silk blanket with with 6 blondes around him.
He loves it. Yeah, they have a bathtub full of bleach. I'll just dunk their head in every day.
They were all blonde. All of them. You think you want a little variety?
No, not him.
You would think.
6 girls, all blonde.
Big boobs.
So when he grew up, he loved the Jane Mansfield type girls, and that was like his dream. So now he's trying to live it out by only being with blondes. He is obsessed. But his last 3 blondes just left him.
Yeah, they did.
But then he replaced them with 2 19-year-olds.
Vinnie the Pooh, how far away are you from laid out silk blanket at your mansion with 6 blondes around you?
How far am I?
Close your eyes. Do you see it? You got to see it. You got to.
I picture it
You got
now.
to dream it, then live it. Are you
picturing
dreaming it?
Dreaming it. Are you kidding me? I'm not that far away, T-Man. It's close.
Is that the dream? I mean, if you had the silk blanket out and you had your choice of playmates, would you go all blonde? Would you go all...
I would need a variation.
You need a... I think most guys would.
Take one of each. Why wouldn't you?
Exactly. Uh-huh.
All right.
Chuck in a redhead.
Chuck in a redhead.
I want a pick from a poo-poo platter of Asians. Come on.
All right.
Minus the poo-poo. You keep that part, but...
Hey, speak for yourself.
Just some hot Asians, please.
Okay, so an offer has been made.
An offer has been made of 100
Hasn't been
grand.
accepted yet, but
Don't
as far as we know.
You can do better.
you can hold out for more.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. What else is going on?
Update for you on Madonna and Alex Rodriguez. Apparently, a so-called source says that Madonna is telling friends that Alex Rodriguez, quote, has the heart of a poet trapped inside an insanely gorgeous body.
Oh, jeez.
Apparently, he is.
That's pretty deep. Now,
He's showing this.
Let's go back on the timeline of A-Rod and Madonna together. They were spotted first in a restaurant. That's the first you ever heard.
Right.
They
Cuddling
were
and
a
canoodling.
little bit too close, not people having any understanding. Most observers unaware as to why they would be dining together. That was the first time you ever heard of the two in the same kind of vicinity. And And then others noted that they were looking more than business, perhaps partners, or even friends. They looked like something. It looked like something was going on there.
Yes. But both denied.
Madonna's marriage.
Right.
Conveniently, with the timing, imploded on her.
Sorry, guy.
She absolutely raked Guy Ritchie over the coals at one of her recent concerts. Took the time out of her concert performing moments to tear him a new anus slice, Terry.
Yes.
She's still touring. People are still going.
Yeah.
And then, just over a couple weeks ago, less than a month ago, the word came down that for whatever reason, Madonna and Alex Rodriguez were on the same helicopter, choppering into Jerry Seinfeld's estate.
Yes.
What the hell was going on there? Nobody knows. But that was a confirmed bit of news. Gay-Rod and Madonna were choppering into Jerry Seinfeld's estate.
For a little lunch.
Just a lunch. I'm serving lunch. Come on by. I got the helicopter pad cleaned off. Land whenever you feel like it.
Right.
And now and then earlier in this week, or maybe late last week, he told us that they had decided to start traveling the world together.
Right. He was escorting her or with her.
They enjoyed the lunch so much at Jerry Seinfeld, they said, let's take this out to the rest of the world.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. And now this whole poetic, heart, so on and so forth is because...
What was her quote again about Rod?
Quote, has the heart of a poet trapped inside an insanely gorgeous body.
Yankee fans are like, yeah, if only he could play third base.
That'd be great.
Supposedly, he has been, quote, writing sweet, personal, and rambling expressions of his feelings.
Oh, boy.
Sort of like old-fashioned love notes to her.
So me calling him Gay Rod was pretty much dead on from the word go.
He's very sensitive.
Is that right?
He is in touch.
Well, you really have no choice when you have such matinee idol looks with blue eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not color contacts, are they?
No, he's
got the hazelish blue eyes, Terry.
They're beautiful.
You can't have eyes that look so pretty and not start writing poetry at some point in your life.
Oh, yeah.
You got to take pen to pad.
Go for it, Alex.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways.
Is he Shakespeare now?
I don't know if that's Shakespeare. Is that Shakespeare?
I don't know. But why would he say thee?
Well, when you're writing poetry, he's a very sensitive, emotional poet.
It's not the 1200s.
Well, you still, even though it's not the 1200s, stick in a thee every once in a while, or a thy in a poetry-filled moment.
I've written a poem for
Vinnie
a while.
Pooh knows what I'm talking
That's
about.
right.
He's shaking his head.
I do, yeah.
He's written some poems recently and put in a thee or a thy or a thou.
Thy or a thou.
A thou, yeah.
Oh, thou.
Don't forget
Yeah.
the thous.
Can't forget thou.
Thee, thy, thou. How now, brown cow?
Oh, I love that poem.
See, I already got the first line of my poem. What do you think?
Oh, man. Heart of a poet.
I wonder what
So
Madonna thinks of
passionate.
me. I don't have blue eyes, though, of course.
No. But do you have an insanely gorgeous body?
I have chestnut brown eyes with green and gold flecks, Terry.
Green and gold, that's right.
What? Is that really a real thing?
That's...
We've had this discussion.
Says it right on my license. It's eye color, and then you'll see colon, chestnut brown with green and gold flecks.
That's the color of your colon?
Huh?
Or your eyes?
My eyes.
Oh, okay.
There you go. All right.
You had me look inside your
Don't be shooting me little envious looks. It's nothing that I asked for. I just got... All right, either that or duty color, whatever you choose.
with flecks of gold.
Mm-hmm. Well, duty implies, Terry, that it's green and gold flecks in it somewhere.
Okay.
Anyway, in case you've eaten beets recently. I was reading. We have all kinds of books around my house.
Sure.
And my wife buys everything she sees on TV. She bought the Dr. Oz volume of books. Jeez. So I couldn't sleep the other night. As you know, I've been telling you this week, it's been a tougher sleeping week than others.
Yes.
And I, in the middle of the night, cracked open Dr. Oz's worthless book.
What a quack.
Freaking Quack City!
Snake oil nonsense.
And I was fully engrossed in everything he had to say in this book, Terry, and trying to better my health and my life at 3 a.m. And there was one part of the book. I'm glad I wasn't on a full stomach. This man is writing that if you want to check out how your digestive system is working.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
You don't want to know, really?
No, because I can guess where you're going, and I'm not going to do that.
You are exactly right where I'm going. And let me tell you, if you've had even a quarter of a meal in the past 6 hours, you don't want me to tell you. Because it was nasty.
I'm going to hear the word stool, and I'm not going to need to.
I don't even know if he tries to soften it up with using stool.
You should use Raisin Bran then.
Oh, yeah, Raisin Bran.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Put me right to sleep, of course.
Right.
But,
really, he suggests...
I didn't even tell you what he suggested to you, but you don't want to hear it. If you don't want to hear it, then that's it. I ain't telling you.
I know when they track things.
I was just shocked.
Normally when they track things in your body, they shoot a dye or something in there and they follow the path of the dye. So I can assume it's something similar to that. You swallow like a soft taco supreme with hot sauce from Taco Bell and track that sucker down.
Well, since you asked.
Yeah, I sure did.
He said. Unless, of course, Terry, you don't want to hear it.
I really don't.
It's really nasty.
I know. I can't believe you stayed up and read it.
I couldn't believe he wrote it. And in turn, then I couldn't believe. Well, I mean, you wind up doing some bizarre things 3 a.m. when you're down in the living room and you really can't sleep.
And you tried the other thing they usually do. And
cancel the Playboy channel and can't play the internet with any sound. It'll wake up the house.
Yeah.
So, there I was reading Dr. Oz's book, and he wrote, Terry, I'm glad you decided you wanted to hear it, that if you want to look at your face. You're scared to hear this.
Just because
it's a doctor who wrote this. Everyone's favorite doctor, mind you.
No, I know. He's
everyone's favorite doctor.
Everyone's favorite. He is. He's the man.
Really?
I get it.
Loves and adores him. Believes everything he says is the gospel.
Jeez, that's scary.
And women and men alike.
He's
mostly
Oprah's
women.
Guru.
Yeah, Oprah, and him.
Well, yeah, look at the weight loss.
They all lost each other every day.
Look at the weight loss plan he put together for her and how that's working.
Jeez. Well, I don't know if he's her nutritionist, but anyway, do you want to hear it or not, Terry? You don't want to hear it?
Oh my gosh.
There's too much buildup now. You guys.
That might be the problem with your
I think
digestive
that's where
system.
Dr. Oz is
Actually,
going.
if you can get past the grotesque nature of what I'm about to say, and he wrote, it may actually serve as some kind of assistance to you in actually determining whether your digestive system is working, if you want to believe that quick. But anyway.
Well, do you?
Well, I read them. Doesn't mean I will.
Well, that's what I asked.
Of course, I started trying it yesterday. I'll let you know later today if it worked out for me.
I think if your digestive system wasn't working, you wouldn't be hungry ever again. I think it's safe to say everyone's is working.
Well, I think it doesn't stop you from your primal urges of having food. And, if your digestive system is not working perfectly, it doesn't mean all of a sudden
perfectly, okay.
Yeah, if it's not working well.
All right.
Not if it's shut down completely.
Right.
I
think it's working.
If your digestive system shut down completely, you'd probably die.
I would assume.
Okay. Well, this is not
Still
a test to see if you're 2 days away from dying.
Okay.
He was staying up. He couldn't go to
Just a
sleep.
test to see if your digestive system is like a little bit off.
Okay. This is only a test.
That's right.
This is only a test.
No. Anyway,
okay. Tell me. Just.
You really want to know? You dragging it out of me?
I am. Please tell me.
I want you to demand it, Terry.
I demand you tell me what he said.
Well, I guess I have no
as
choice then.
grotesque as it may be,
Yeah, it's really
I
nasty.
need to listen.
All right. See, I don't remember which of his books because we have like 3 of them in our house.
Three of them?
All I know, I don't know what the name of it was. I just know this one had the green cover. Anyway, he said.
Yes. And this is Dr. Oz.
Yeah, and I'm 12 hours into trying it, Terry. He said, if you want to check to see how your digestive system is working and make sure it's working perfectly, he said to eat something with red beets in it. And then within 24 hours, take a look at your poop. And you should be able to see it in your poop.
The red beet juice?
Not the juice.
Or
like
the redness
beets.
in the... Oh, really?
You should be able to see, like... I'm thinking, you got to start examining your poop? No, thank you.
Are you poking at it?
But wait a minute, aren't you supposed to chew them up? Doesn't it?
You're supposed to chew them up, and yet still they're supposed to surface somehow. They're supposed to be like red streaks or something. Really? It's like corn. I can't believe
wow.
it.
Gosh, dude.
About 24 hours later, within 24 hours.
You paid for this?
You know what?
No, the wife did. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You know what, Terry?
Is it working?
All your faces. You're all going to try it, too.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean,
I saw beets last night at dinner, and I took a pass on them. Should have eaten them.
Should have eaten them. Now you know.
Yeah.
If they're red, they got to be like the real...
Well, that's all there is, isn't there?
Oh, really?
Red beets, yeah.
There's no other color of beets?
I don't think so, no.
And they smell awful.
I like beets, though. They're good.
Yeah,
Really?
actually, yeah. In the right kind of mix, Terry, with in the right recipe, it could be quite the delicacy.
Oh, tasty.
Yes. Have a little salmon, you know.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's very healthy.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I know that.
And within 24 hours, your poop should be enjoying it that much more.
You too can go through your poop.
I'll pass.
This is what is written in this book. And you're telling me they're still taking Huckleberry Finn off library shelves?
That's right.
And this guy's able to write to eat beets and then check your poop?
Yep.
How are you?
He should be arrested for this stuff. Of course, I tried it, and Terry will try it this weekend. I will try it this weekend. Pooh's probably going to try it before the end of the show.
That's how he got his name.
Yes.
Wow, well, that's interesting.
He is the Wizard of Oz.
He is.
All right.
All right.
But that's my 3 a.m. entertainment.
Well, that sounds fun. Definitely.
It's reading about beets and poop. There you have it. All right.
Things I'm missing out on.
I hope you all give it a whirl.
The TManShow.com.
A record number of people want to attend the inauguration of President-elect Barack Obama. But unfortunately, only 250,000 tickets are up for grabs.
Oh, is that all? Oh, damn. Only 250,000 tickets are up for grabs.
They're hard to get. 250,000.
Why couldn't you just go to 6 million? That sounds like a lot to me, 250,000 tickets up for grabs. I mean, sporting event, the biggest ones of all time, the most they've ever had is like 80, 90, maybe 100,000.
Which was it? Which sporting event was it?
Probably a Michigan football game or something.
I'm going to say WrestleMania.
Oh, well, okay.
Doesn't NASCAR got
Does that count or no?
That's
numbers?
pro sports, yeah. I'm just talking about sporting event. I think there were probably more people. They've gotten upwards of 100,000 at like Michigan games against Penn State and stuff like that, or
I want it to be
Ohio State and
Hogan versus Andre. Are you kidding me?
I know WrestleMania 3 in the Pontiac Silverdome got like 80-something thousand. I don't know what the exact attendance was. Space, you can probably
it was 90.
They probably got about 80, 90, yeah. And that might have been the highest professional sporting event.
I think it's the highest indoor crowd.
Definitely, yeah, indoor crowd.
All right, there you go. They got something.
But Barack Obama, Mr. President, is going to set all records for the greatest attraction that you can get tickets to in really the history of our planet. I don't know what in modern times that you can have a ticket for has ever had a situation where 250,000 people had tickets for this event.
If Michael Jackson tours, maybe, with his brothers. Might be kind of cool.
You keep focusing on this Michael Jackson with his brothers tour.
He's going to do it. It's going to happen.
Realize this is not 1987.
It's going, wow.
The Victory Tour, okay?
Because he wouldn't sell tickets right now, right?
I don't think Michael Jackson is...
If the Jackson 5 tour with Michael Jackson...
Yeah.
They would,
you think
they're
selling
records.
out every major arena?
Yes. Not even close.
I'm not even so sure about that.
Wow.
I'm not even so sure that, like, if you put them in Giant Stadium...
Yes.
Or you put them in Safeco Field.
Okay, maybe not like 90,000. I'm talking about like Staples Center, Key Arena.
Right, those are regular concert venues.
Right, well,
those are your 20,000 seats.
But that's where people have
sell them
shows.
out. No, sometimes when acts are huge,
Shea
they put them
Stadium?
in football stadiums.
No,
yeah,
come on, those days are over.
I don't think they're over.
Who's the last one that played Shea
They
Stadium?
just aren't big enough artists to sell out those
Yeah, I
joints
guess.
now. But anyway.
Anyway.
Yes. What were we saying? Oh, yeah, this.
Back to
A
the
record number of
inauguration.
people want to attend the inauguration of President-elect Barack Obama. But unfortunately, only 250,000 tickets are up for grabs.
WrestleMania 3, 1987, 93,173, largest for a live indoor sporting event in North American history.
The actual tickets haven't even been distributed to members of Congress yet. When they are, they'll be given away for free. But that hasn't stopped scalpers selling tickets online as high as $40,000.
Oh, so that's how you have to get them? You have to get them through your congressman.
Wow.
I voted for you.
250,000 tickets, and basically the way to get them, I'm sure there'll be some other undercover ways, but they're making it seem like you have to write your congressman or knock on your congressman's door. Yeah, Representative Johnson, I know it's 4 a.m, but better time I cannot find, so where are my tickets?
Can I get a ticket or two?
I'll get all my friends to vote whoever else runs against you, you bastard! Where are my tickets? Everyone wants to be at this thing, Terry.
I know.
Or not everyone. There are a lot of people that probably feel like they couldn't be further away from their in their minds.
Right.
But a ton of people want to go, way more than the 250,000 tickets that they have. And even if you can't get your hand on tickets, I guarantee you that Washington, D.C. is going to be crushed on and around January 20th of people that just want to be in the area so they can feel the buzz and the pendulum swing from tough American times to what everyone is grasping for hope that'll be a complete different story.
eBay says it has stopped selling tickets on its websites.
eBay. When was the last time you've been to eBay?
It's been a while.
It's been a while for me, too.
I can't think of the last thing.
Sorry to
I
knock eBay here, but that's a kind of name I haven't even heard in a while.
Right.
eBay.
Everyone has their little eBay run, and then they're done.
I had an eBay run,
I had a huge
but
one.
as a buyer, never as a seller. I've never sold anything on eBay.
No. I got a little psycho ashtray to prove it. Straight from the hotel, allegedly.
I got a couple of
nonsense.
I got a couple of early '90s, like Jimmy Superfly
Right.
Snuka wrestling videos, and
yeah.
I got a couple of.
Damn it! Why aren't we on it more? It sounds pretty awesome. Let's do it again.
Like someone was selling the first ever football game that my dad took me to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
Yeah,
So you
I
got that?
bought that to rewatch it.
You remember?
Never thought I'd see it again in my life.
Wow.
That's great.
Of course, you remember the first real sporting event you ever went to?
No.
Holding your daddy's hand and walking up and asking him for cotton candy, and he smacks you in the face and says, "Forget it."
That's right. You get nothing and like it. Want a hot dog? Want a hamburger?
Already spent all our money on beer, and you just sit there and be all thirsty, and I'll give you a sip every once in a while. Little 6-year-old.
Hope you like whiskey.
The actual tickets haven't even been distributed to members of Congress yet. When they are, they'll be given away for free. But that hasn't stopped scalpers selling tickets online as high as $40,000.
We talked about this earlier this week, Jay.
We did.
I thought it was 20,000 was the highest they were selling tickets for. Now it's up to 40,000.
40,000.
By the way, is he saying faux-fui?
40,000 for tickets that are really without a value on their ticket face. They're priceless, of course, but they don't have a value on the face of the ticket because they're giving away faux-fui.
Yeah, that's right. Listen to him.
The actual tickets haven't even been distributed to members of Congress yet. When they are, they'll be given away for free. But that hasn't stopped scalpers selling tickets online as high as $40,000.
It sounds like he's saying that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's
faux-fui. I know. Why is he saying that?
I don't know. That's the way he chooses every night.
All right,
not the easiest thing to do to read off the teleprompter.
The actual tickets haven't even been distributed to members of Congress yet. When they are, they'll be given away for free. But that hasn't stopped scalpers selling tickets online as high as $40,000.
Wow!
eBay says it has stopped selling tickets on its website, but you should know if you ponied up for one of the spendy tickets, online brokers won't even know for certain they have them until just before the inauguration, meaning you could find yourself in Washington, D.C. out of luck.
Oh. Yeah, like online brokers like StubHub. That's where I read last week they were selling a pair of tickets for $20,000.
Wow.
Now the demand probably has ratcheted up that much more that they've doubled in price. It's a pretty good profit margin for tickets that cost nothing.
Yeah, you think?
Are you sure?
Really?
I'm sure there's some congressmen going to StubHub. Hey, I'll give you it for $15,000.
Yeah.
Put it right in my trunk of my car there, and then you can sell it for whatever you want.
Now, I wouldn't sell the tickets until that check clears, by the way, for $20,000. Just to make sure. I don't know why I have a feeling.
Wow. We've all done the Visit D.C., the nerdy see all the monuments thing, right? Everyone's done that or not?
I have not.
No.
Never?
Absolutely not.
I
Never been to D.C.?
I've
No
been to
interest.
D.C., but I didn't
No
visit all the
interest.
monuments.
You've been to D.C., but you didn't see the monuments?
Right.
That's like that's mandatory.
Well, it was for family.
You can't miss them.
So
Yeah, but the
everywhere.
family is supposed
Well,
to
but
take you on the
they
nerdy
didn't.
run. of seeing-
They
Here's the
didn't.
Pentagon, there's the White House, and here's where Lincoln sits and never moves. And
They didn't.
they didn't take you on the nerdy.
Didn't.
See, they knew you wouldn't be interested. Anyway, it's something you have to do before you
I understand.
die, I guess. You got to go on the nerdy CDC's monuments run.
I want to so bad.
You do?
Hell yeah. I want
Well,
to nerd out.
No better time to fit it all in than going with the crush of people on the inauguration day, and
I don't
It's the
know.
worst time to
maybe
go.
you'll back your way into grabbing a pass to get inside, and if you can, you'll just be around the scene, and you can watch it on TV, and you can check out the monuments and do the nerd run.
I'd want to be there, but that's a lot.
That's
of
actually a week you wouldn't want to be there.
Yeah.
I want to go when there's no one there.
No one there. I want to nerd out on my time.
I don't know.
I want to go when everything is going on,
Yeah, I always
just to
like
be caught up
I always
in
like
all
to be
of
at
it.
the place to be
Yes,
too.
yes.
Like, this is the
That's a lot of people.
This is the quintessential place to be as far
Such an
as
event.
being a part of one of the true markings of history that will be studied for thousands of years. And you're like, yeah, I could have been there, but I don't want to be in the crush of people.
I don't like turning into my dad now, I think. Nah, I don't like crowds.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm turning into him. Not only do my Tuesdays smell like his, but I'm turning into him as far as crowds go.
You're sensing that your Tuesdays are starting to smell
Oh,
like
I remember when I was a kid, I was like,
Come
what the
on,
hell is
dude.
that? God, you're sick. Go to the doctor. Jesus. And now it's the same thing.
Yo,
What's up, ma'am?
hey, I wouldn't mind going to D.C.
I will call you congressman.
Well,
He thinks you're sending him.
Yeah, that's the
you
thing.
have more connections than I do.
Oh, Burner doesn't have any tickets.
She lose?
I don't think Riker's going to give her any.
Did Burner lose?
Riker beat. I
No.
think
Yeah,
he
Riker did.
in the end.
Burner.
And he didn't get a call from her right away.
She didn't call.
She didn't call or
She's
concede-
calling.
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
Poor Burner. That's 2 years in a row, Burner.
She still hasn't conceded.
Well, when they announced that he had actually won, she hadn't given the call.
She's like,
to
you
con-
reelected a guy that took 30 years to catch the Green River Killer? What are you all crazy?
What a hack. 30 years to catch someone.
Anyway, Schwager, you can now call your local congressman and see if you can get on a waiting list or something.
He thinks you're sending him. That's why he called.
Yeah, first
Well,
of
if
all,
I get tickets, who wants to go with me?
All right, not it. Anyway, first get the tickets and then worry about that, all right?
I'd love to sit by Schwager on a 5-hour flight. That'd be awesome.
Obviously, getting your hands on tickets. I've never known of anything to be scalped for $40,000 for a pair of tickets. There's never been anything in my lifetime that's gone for nearly that amount, not to mention the fact that these are tickets that originally cost nothing. I mean, there have been some pretty big concerts and World Series games, and there's been some Super Bowls I've been to. And, yeah, Super Bowls, some of the greatest ones. I've seen people scalping tickets for upwards of $2, $3, $4, maybe even $5,000 per ticket. But nothing that comes close to $40,000. Plus, the Super Bowl tickets that were scalped originally cost like $600 a ticket, so the profit margin is nice, but this is some serious demand.
Now maybe if John Lennon and George Harrison came back from the dead and the Beatles reunited, maybe then $40,000, maybe. I mean, watching Ghosts play, that'd be pretty cool. But maybe. But that would probably be it.
I don't know. You're still trying to find some kind
I'm trying.
I don't think there's anything.
Really?
I don't think there's anything you can put together that is going to get people to pay $40,000 for a pair of tickets. Yeah. Especially in these economic times.
Right.
People want to be there so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I would see him perfectly over the entire sea of 250,000 people if that one guy would just sit down.
Right.
That one guy.
He looks like an ant, but I'm loving myself. God.
It just seems like even if you get a ticket, it's going to be a futile effort to actually see anything.
But still, it's just being there again for that event and knowing. I mean,
it's like I'm getting crushed. I can't breathe. Money so well spent. Thank you.
Imagine being in the front row and having a big wave of people come flying into you.
I'm sure they're going to have amazing security situations in place, but still, when you get 250,000 people together, it's like all bets are off.
It's festival seating, I assume. So.
Yeah,
first come, first serve, go. Who wants the first seat? Go.
Yes. And now the cranberries. Anyway. What else is going on, Terry?
well, since we're all talking about Barack Obama and the presidency, I have a little story here for you about a priest who told his congregation that they need to do penance if they voted for Barack Obama. Yes, a priest by the name of Jay Newman at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Greenville, South Carolina.
Jay New?
Jay New. Said, do penance if you voted for him.
In South Carolina?
Yes.
All right. That was in McCain State.
Yeah.
Just to the north of South Carolina. Last I checked is... Vinny's like answering for me. North Carolina.
Oh, that's right. I remember that place.
It's like, hey, man,
Jeez, come on.
Don't
forget about East Carolina.
And that is a state where, surprisingly, a Democrat, not your typical Democrat, that being Barack Obama, won.
Yes.
You don't win North Carolina as a Democrat. So just this preacher, whoever he is, this priest, who is he?
He is a priest.
This priest has to go to sleep at night knowing that there is a state that borders his, too close for comfort, that voted in not just a Democrat, but a black man as president. Obviously, this is not sitting well with him, which is why he's telling his congregation, you must do penance if you voted for that man. That's pretty sick.
It is sad, very.
Is there anyone calling for him to step down, or they're like, no, we actually have now just reinstated him for life? How does the congregation feeling about this?
Well,
how does he twist it religiously, though? What's his reason?
Well, here's do you want his actual
supposedly
quote?
There's supposed to be a separation between church and state and politics and all that, but that never really took hold.
This is his quote. He says, quote, he calls Obama, quote, the most radical pro-abortion politician ever to serve in the United States Senate or run for president.
So it all comes down to abortion for him.
Of course.
And Barack Obama is the most hardline, pro-choice president that he's ever come across, and that don't sit well with him and his church.
Right.
Which is why that alone should have his congregation that may have voted for him do penance.
Yes, but here's a Catholic priest. Let me fondle him.
Now the cranberries. All right.
Wow, that worked that time. He nailed it.
It's a joke. Anyway.
I guess so.
Yes.
How inside?
Very inside. Just me.
Anyhow. Okay. I'm glad you're doing it.
So,
yes.
No one has called for this man to step down because he may have been out of line and suggesting you have to do penance if you did your your taxpayer right. I don't even know if you have to pay taxes to be able to vote. Your right of going out there and voting, and if you didn't vote in the way this man believes you should have, you have to do penance.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Go into that little room and say, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned." It has been 50 years.
And that was his rationale. And
Right,
I guess
right. Well,
to those who are
in the Catholic Church,
yes,
they're very
those who are very
pro-life. Know it all too well.
Did he make people raise their hands?
No. That was just part of his sermon there.
Hey, they're not lying church.
I'd like to see a show of hands right now.
No.
Who needs to be first online to do penance?
He just likes to make people feel guilty as they walk out. So
That's the Catholic Church
Yeah,
way.
it is the Catholic Church way.
So I would,
It is.
I would feel comfortable suggesting that this man is not calling his congressman for a Barack Obama inauguration pass.
Don't think so.
Okay, well, that's one less person you got to fight for passes with.
There you go.
Text messages roll in all morning long, Terry, at 97373, don't you know? That's 97373. The guru on fantasy football and Dr. Oz can each give each other answers.
Wow.
That would be quite the combo.
Why don't you use the thee, thy, thou talk over the Karate Kid song this morning, Terry?
They want that so bad.
These are some text messages.
I mean, don't do it.
It was stuck in my head all day yesterday.
Scorpio bird. What? Scorpio baby. I want to touch Palm Terry's dirt star.
Wow.
Gosh.
Again?
Keeps writing the same thing.
It is probably a dirt star, though. That's a good description.
Because screw football and Brock. Oh, screw football right now. Brock Lesnar fights. Is that this weekend? That's not this weekend, is it? What's today's date? Oh, it is this weekend.
Is that free?
No, they're charging top dollar
geez.
for him against Randy Couture.
Oh, me leg, I lose.
They're calling it the greatest MMA fight in the history of the Octagon.
Whatever. How much I'm in?
Randy Couture has kind of not fought in a while, I don't believe, and
I'm in. You sold me.
or nothing of any kind of real, true competitive nature, and Brock Lesnar, an up-and-comer, but really kind of wet behind, green. Still a lot of green in him as far as the MMA world, but hey, they couldn't wait any longer because Randy Couture's getting too old, and they're sticking it on pay-per-view for like $55.
$55?
Yeah.
For Randy Couture?
Against Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar's brutal. Ooh, me leg, I lose. What a wuss.
Since the Umi ankle situation.
Foot.
Since the Umi foot, he has won a couple of setups that has led...
Don't squeeze my foot. Ooh, it hurts.
Oh, I didn't mean to give you that foot. Give it back.
Yeah, he gave it to him. Here, take this.
Anyway.
Is Randy Couture's daughter named Juicy?
When we get back...
Really?
When we get back, we will... If that was the case, he wouldn't need to be fighting this weekend.
Oh, I give him a lot of money.
Yeah, there you go. When we get back, we will pay someone's bill. T-Man pays your bills right after these words.
TManShow.com.
Oh, let's see what we got here. We got somebody's Wells Fargo credit card, it looks like. With an amount due of $567.52. I'm assuming this needs to be paid ASAP since it was due on October 20th, 2008, Terry.
Yeah.
Huh? Closing in on a month overdue. It belongs to Avelaine Randall. Avelaine Randall, you have till... I'll give it to 8:30. A lot of people have been not getting through and complaining after the fact. There's been a lot of that lately.
Yeah.
You guys should still pay it. Well, I'm pretty flexible with the rules.
Sure.
Don't give me this crap. You couldn't get through at some point in the hour that I give you, and sometimes I give you all morning, sometimes a little less, but you gotta put it in fate's hands when you're dialing away.
Yep.
If you don't get through, maybe it just wasn't meant to be, and stop bugging me.
There you go.
Let's see, did she have any charges from last month? Nope,
Probably
sure didn't.
not.
No charges.
How can I when it's max?
$567.52 is the amount due, and we will pay it if Avelaine Randall calls us back. by 8:30. 1-866-663-T, man. It's a Friday morning. Let me see if I can get a couple of calls in and then get a couple of stories out of you, Terry. Let me see if we can do a lot of stuff before the end of the week. Yes, right. Anthony, you're on the air.
Hey, T-Man. How you doing?
What's up, Anthony?
I'm doing good, Hello?
I didn't really ask us. Asked in more in general, what's up? Anthony, where are you headed on a Friday morning?
Right now I'm heading to Bellevue.
To Bellevue. All right. And what can I do for you this morning?
I just had a question, and for you and Terry, actually, I want Terry can help me out on this, too. Now, why do women, every time, you go out or you go on a date, they expect for you to pay everything, no matter what?
Well, you just look like money bags, Anthony, and when you come waltzing into their scene looking like that, I mean, what do you expect them to feel like?
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to understand.
So where have you gone recently that you kind of got a little bit disappointed in the women of the modern world, that they were just with their puppy dog little expression looking for you to pay for everything that the night included? Give me an example of where recently you've taken a woman that you were let down by her.
For instance, the haunted house.
The KUBE haunted house? Yeah, your amount comes to $15.95 with tax.
You got a 5 on you?
The haunted house. He couldn't spring for the haunted house with his date, Terry.
Yeah, that was a little tough.
We know times are tough, Anthony, but the haunted house, you couldn't pick up the tab for her ticket if that's the best you can come up with as far as the most romantic evening you can throw together, or what?
Well,
I'm talking about the bars, when you go out to bars.
Oh, the bars.
Well, then why
you
are we
didn't say the
talking about
bars. You said the haunted house, Anthony.
What does that have to do with the bars?
So after the haunted house, you got your drink on, and you were paying for every beverage that she consumed, and she never took out her cute little wallet to pay for any herself. Is that what you're saying now, or are you going to change your story again?
I'm going to change my story again.
Oh, he's going to change the story one more time.
One more time. Let's get it right.
All right. Where are you going to change your story to now?
Also, like, even when you go out to eat, the woman doesn't pay for anything.
Well, I have a question.
Where have you taken a woman to eat recently? The haunted house.
Food was so good.
That she hasn't paid. That you thought it was really more of a 50-50 thing, or at least close to that, and she didn't. She just sat back, never even made a gesture as if she was going to pay. Where have you taken a woman?
Lobster, Olive Garden.
Lobster, Olive Garden.
Mm-hmm. Did you ask her out?
I'm assuming these are two different places because last I checked, you go to the Olive Garden. The one thing that is not on the menu. Did he say Red Lobster?
I think he meant to say Red Lobster, or his phone cut out.
He likes restaurants that are pretty much right next door to each other. Because
pretty much.
You'll often find Red Lobsters and Olive Garden on the same street because, Terry, I don't know if you're aware of this, they're owned by the same company.
I did not know that.
Well, you learned something on this program, Terry.
I do.
It's a corporation called Darden Restaurants, and two of their biggest properties are Red Lobster and Olive Garden. They're the same ownership.
Well, there you go.
Yes.
I did not know that.
I didn't either. I have a question, though. I mean, are you the one who initiates the let's go grab a bite to eat, or is it just, or is she the one?
Grab a bite of this.
No. I say, where do you want to eat?
You say where you want to eat?
Where you want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So
Terry thinks if you're sending out the invitation on any level, if you are making the gesture of, hey, would you like to get some dinner with me? Well, then you should expect, cheapskate, that you're on the hook for whatever the tab is.
Right.
He's got to eat, Terry. What's he supposed to do? Sit there emaciated looking at each other? I'm not saying it. I ain't saying it. You say it, so you're buying.
You can always say, well, what do you want to do after this, so on and so forth.
So Anthony, it sounds like Anthony turned on his oxygen tank. You're upset that these women don't ever make any kind of gesture to pay for anything. But what about you? Do you ever let them know that you would like them to start taking out some cash and helping you out with the bill, or are you kind of reluctant to do that because it would make you look bad?
No. I mentioned, hey, maybe we can go 50-50 on this.
Oh, you do mention that.
Oh, and they say no?
And and they're like, well, you just lost out on your complimentary helmet or night, big boy.
It's not complimentary. I paid for it.
Mm-hmm. So you've said point blank, hey, I'd like you to step up and split the check with me, and what's their reaction?
Oh, make up some story or whatever. They need money for their cell phone or they have some other bill they have to pay.
What kind of girls are you going
to have a good time? They don't want to pay for anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would pay for half my tour of Italy here at the Olive Garden, but I have my cell phone bill to worry about, so you paid, big spender.
Is tour of Italy a dish or is it like a wine thing?
Tour of Italy is like a
dish?
It's a sampler.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, you should go check it out tonight. It's really nice.
Wow, that sounds great.
Mm-hmm. Big portions, get to bring a lot home. In these kind of times, that's the kind of spot you want to...
Love 2 dinners.
Now,
or another one at midnight.
Is this different women, or are you asking out the same person?
He's making this up as he goes along, Terry. Don't put him on the spot. Anthony's not... Anthony.
Because I'm wondering, because
do you have any kind of, say, like a relationship of any kind of consistent level that you're a particular girl that you've been hanging with recently, or is this just the random women that you go out with and one after the next, depending on, from week to week, it's someone new?
No, I'm not. I'm in a relationship right now, but even with the relationship now and the relationships before, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. So you're making a direct reference to everyone seems to think that women, at least I think this is the overwhelming point here, I think Anthony's trying to make is, for those who believe, and you can't deny, the women are climbing corporate ladders and making their own way, earning their own money, self-sufficient, blah, blah, blah. Yep. If you think that's translating into women being very willing and or interested in stepping up and paying for any night out, you can forget it. They're honing that cash that they're making, and they're making guys pay for everything just like it's the 50s.
I don't think so. I disagree with you.
If it's the 50s, then we get to slap you.
I disagree with you. That's
and no
nice.
cop.
That is really
whatever.
nice.
And no cop would think twice about it.
Jeez.
That's right. Nope.
No, but
in the 50s, men did beat their women.
I understand that.
I got a good mind to slap that little face of yours.
Even if you watch like a rerun of I Love Lucy, he threatens her a lot of times.
All the time.
Really?
Yes.
He talks about beating her.
Yes.
Fiery Latin temper.
Mm-hmm. So
but I
what
disagree with you, actually.
You think he's just consistently dating the wrong women?
Well, he talks about he's in a relationship. You would think that if it was a relationship where they're pretty, he knows what she does and vice versa, that they've come to an agreement that there are times that you just do kind of go...
The girl you're kind of seeing work or no, Anthony?
I'm sorry?
The girl you're kind of seeing, is she a working woman? Is she employed or no?
She is.
She is. And she... even though you've kind of mentioned it to her a couple of times, still requires you to pay when you guys go out.
Yep.
Even when you say, "Hey, you got this," right? I mean, you're that bold with it. It's not asking. It's you're taking. You've got this check, right? Kind of thing.
Nobody really asks that, does you?
I mean, I don't know. It's awkward.
But they're in a relationship.
Call it coming down to what your mentality is. I always, or call me old-fashioned, I always assumed and wanted to pay for everything because I actually believe that it...
there's a benefit to it.
It comes around, yeah.
But if you ask someone out, you should be paying for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
Anthony likes to ask women out and then
assume they'll
have them pick up the check.
Right.
Yeah, and just sheepishly hold the debit card above your head just about 6 inches or so. Just make a small effort, but you don't really want to pay.
Anthony... Oh, you have a question?
I was just going to ask, does she seem like appreciative of you buying all the time? Does she even say thank you, or does she just assume that you're going to be paying?
No, because he cries all the way to the parking lot after she makes him do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ruins the night for him and her.
If she's not appreciative, that would kind of piss me off.
Anthony, I appreciate the call. Thanks for giving us the update of how you're feeling things are progressing or lack thereof progression out there as far as women's level of interest. Do you think Anthony is a small little reading of what truly is the case? Or he's not, or he is right, but that's the way it should be?
Well, I think actually, no, I think that more women these days, and maybe not in his circle or the women he's dating, I think that there are more women these days stepping up and
I don't agree with that, but I don't think they
but
should be.
But I also think that...
I don't think they should be. If a guy,
you don't think so,
if
but...
a guy asks a woman out, and usually, let's be honest, guys usually make more of the suggestions of let's go here, let's go there.
Right.
Let's get drinks. Let's get apps. Let's get
naked.
Let's get naked. Let's get our freak on. Let's get some dinner. He should then feel required, since he's laid down the groundwork for the invitation, to step up and not make her pay for half the bill.
Right, and I agree with that. But I think that
So
if you guys
awkward.
are just kind of hanging out, and I think that more women, if it's not really like a date, or you guys just agree to hang out, and that, then
if
it's
it's not
more
a
of a
date,
50-50, or it's
Nah,
more.
I definitely noticed that.
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward when you're just sitting there staring at the woman.
Well, but
not
then you're
wanting to
dating.
say anything,
You're
but-
hanging out with the wrong people. Then.
First out, if you're broke, you shouldn't be out anyway.
Right. There you
If
go.
you, if you can't buy a dinner with a good heart, then you should not be buying dinners.
Right.
all right? If it
I
stinks,
agree.
pick up a
I
check for
agree.
$30.
That's for sure.
If it makes you curse
Stay
her,
at the house.
if you're cursing her out under your breath because she didn't open, she didn't pull out any cash.
I charge for a side of ranch. What the hell?
She really needed those sautéed mushrooms that are $2 extra,
Oh.
and she's not even offering to pay.
Stay at the crib, yo.
Yeah.
Go to Jack in the Box something.
Yes.
There you go.
Pop up with a bag of Doritos and call it a dinner.
Yummy.
Shanae, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, Shanae wants to follow up on this. Yes, Shanae.
Yeah. I think that maybe she does have to pay with a bad performance later on that night. So maybe she goes out and gets everything that she wants because she knows she's not going to get what she wants later on.
So
that
she sees it as Dutch that he pays for dinner, and then she has to lay back and deal with his lousy sexual skills.
If we go Dutch, then we go Dutch oven later.
Oh God.
Take your pick.
No, thank you.
Dutch oven is not a sexual reference, by the way. I know you
That's
love.
that's the point.
I know you love your little sexual references. Cincinnati hot dog and Alabama
Hey,
slammer.
speak for yourself on whether it's a sexual.
Cincinnati bow tie, Alabama hot. What is it now? What hot pocket is it?
It's Alabama hot
Alabama hot
pocket,
pocket.
yes.
And what was the corkscrew one from the other day?
It was the Dutch rudder.
The Dutch rudder.
Dutch
that's right.
rudder?
See, that's what you meant to say instead of Dutch oven.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Dutch
The
rudder.
Dutch rudder.
No, I'm saying if you
If you're gonna go Dutch, you go the Dutch rudder. You know what a Dutch rudder is, Terry?
I have no
I'm
idea.
saying
and
they
have
want to look it
no
up.
care.
I'm
to
saying
know.
that she's punishing him because she has to go half. If you want me to go Dutch, then I'm going to give you the Dutch oven.
Oh,
That's what I was talking about.
talk about some home cooking.
Pull that thing right over his head.
You know what a Dutch oven is, Terry?
Yes,
course
we've had
she
this
does, too.
conversation.
That's one you never forgot,
Are
huh?
you kidding me? She's been giving those for years.
She doesn't even have the decency to fan it out.
No.
Just let's
You guys are
marinate.
gross.
One of those,
You
Terry.
guys are gross.
We are not fanning it,
You
Terry.
are.
You brought it up.
I didn't bring it up. I wasn't talking anything Dutch. You guys were.
Oh, my
You
God.
don't make your comforter have a little flap?
No, I don't even. We don't
right.
do those kind of things.
Oh, right. You don't do those kind of things like,
Actually,
we don't pass gas in our
no.
world.
He
No,
actually
we
goes
don't.
into
Right.
the restroom and handles
Oh, okay,
business in
right.
there.
I'm not getting up to poop.
Well, he does.
It's 2 a.m. I'm dead asleep, but I'm trained to go into the bathroom to break wind.
2 a.m. Your thing when you do that, it freaking wakes you up.
Well,
Really?
Absolutely not.
you're
And
the one
she's
who said,
awake?
You're the one who said you go in the bathroom.
Well,
I don't think I do that in my sleep. I don't think so.
Well, she doesn't hear it in your sleep.
There's
so that
no-
doesn't
Well,
count.
that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
think. Do people do that in their? I don't think you do that in your
Oh,
sleep.
yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Especially when you're holding it in all day in front of your wife. Yeah.
Each his own.
Is that a-
Why do you
See,
hold-
he
why do you
holds
hold
it in
Oh, yeah.
front of his
Pretty
wife.
weirdest
we don't
thing.
do that in front of each other.
See?
How long have you been married?
It's your
05.
Since
3 years.
You've been
So
married
over
since-
3 years.
You've been married over 3 years, and you've never.
Twice on accident.
You've
And he, on accident, he felt bad.
You always go out of your way to not do it in front of your wife?
Done it twice on accident.
Wow,
And you're giving-
that's serious.
See,
my
I don't
husband's
know.
the same
I think that's
way.
the only reason to get married. Is you're finally with a girl and you can just blast away.
Yeah, I figure I give her enough reasons to not be attracted to me. I don't need to add to it by doing that.
Wow.
So yeah, I just walk around with stomach pain
It's
all day
almost
long.
like an uncomfortable marriage, though, if you can't.
It's tough. That's why I go outside and walk the dog all the time.
The dog thinks he's walking you.
That's, you know, the kind that changes note three times.
Every time you get the dog ready,
Changes pitches.
Yeah, oh yeah.
the dog brings a plastic bag with him in case you actually really get serious.
No, the dog does look worried. Yeah.
Sean, you're on the air.
You always do this when you walk me.
Good morning to you, man.
What are we talking about?
What's up, Sean?
How you doing? I'd like to make a comment about that guy calling and whining.
Yeah.
You know, you feel worthless if you can't pay. You know that? I think the guy just needs to shut up and poop around it because he makes the money, and you know,
He makes the money. He said she was
works
working too.
too.
She works too. That's why he had expectations that in this newfound world where women have just as much power as men, that it would carry over into his dating world, but it really hasn't.
Well, got a girl that makes as much money as I do, and I'll tell you what, I lost I lost my job with the family company because the IRS shut us down, and I wasn't working for 6 months, and she would pay the bill. You know,
she would pay the bill.
Me. Yeah, she paid all the bills. She supported me. She took me out to dinner and stuff.
All right, so what the hell are you talking about? You certainly lived off the land when you needed it, didn't you?
Say what?
You certainly mooched off her when you needed it, so why are you calling up whining at the last caller that called in?
I'm just saying, what goes around comes around. If you support her and take care of her, she does the same thing.
When need be, when the
Fine,
time
if you want to look at
calls
it as
for
goes around, comes around in that fashion, that's fine. I just think, bottom line, if you step up on a particular night, assuming you're not a great-looking guy, which most people aren't, she's going to feel more required to step up with a more hardcore, complimentary Hummer, which is all about, baby. That's the goal!
Okay.
I could have sat way back in the balcony for the stupid show that you wanted to see, but I got great seats because when the night shifts and we leave this theater, I get mine! You don't say it in that kind of callous fashion, of course.
Oh, no.
But that truly is what is in play, and let's be honest.
The balcony sucks. I want to be closer.
You got the center orchestra seats for the little girly type musical that she was dying to see that you can't believe you're subjecting yourself to. She feels, whether it's fair or not, a bit required to return the favor. True or not true, Terry? Not true? Teresa, you're on the air. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Not true that any guys really go on any musicals? Yes, Teresa. Hi.
I love them.
Hi, so I just wanted to put my 2 cents in. I'm
Gotta
the
make
type
change.
of female,
Oh.
I don't mind chipping in on the bill, or if we go a couple different
Right.
places, I'll pay one place, he can pay the
Right.
other. But girls like presents, so that's up to the man.
Mm-hmm. Girls like presents for no reason, no occasion, no...
Just to let you know, I was thinking about you and I thought you'd like this, so I got you this.
I
Or
thought it was these online hookers that like presents and donations and gifts and stuff
No,
like that.
no.
Oh, it
If you're-
translates to just the entire female population. That you like gifts, you like presents, you like little packages with bow ties.
Wow.
Nowhere near your birthday, Christmas, and or Hanukkah. And
Whoa.
because I know you get some goodies for that season, Teresa. And you want him to know it doesn't matter. You want your smattering of presents at just about any time he feels the urge, which should
Not
be
like
which
a
should be a
present
lot.
every single day, but yeah, a nice
just like-
present every now and then is
And
nice.
what would be
just to
what
feel
would be
appreciated.
what would be the definition of a nice present that, let's say, he hasn't given you one in about 3.5 weeks, so he's due for a present, at least that's the way you see it. What would be the thing that you'd be unwrapping that you'd be like, wow, this was really good, you stepped up here? What would
No,
be
you don't,
what would,
even have to unwrap it. You can bring like
what would be in that box?
A pair of sneakers or a new cell phone or something like that. Go
Does that
out and
just,
get
it
your
doesn't
hair
have to be
done
anything
or your
major,
nails.
right? Is that what she's saying? Just a
Well,
nice
you know,
little...
a cell phone. I don't think she's taking one of those free phones. She wants like a $200 phone minimum. She wants, phones cost.
Right.
If you're getting any phone that's anywhere near cutting edge, you're talking about $300-$400 nowadays.
Right.
And she wants that, 3-4. No.
Well, I'm just
No,
saying
they
she
give
sounds a
you
little
all kinds of deals
materialistic
'cause
to
they
me.
want you to buy the phone.
I saw the new Palm for $519.
Oh yeah.
Have fun.
The new Palm for $519.
Yes. Enjoy.
No, but you don't even have to have a
The new
present like
BlackBerry
every
is
3
$600.
weeks or so. You can have just surprise them like once every 3 months or something.
All right. So she reasonably now has
Yeah.
curtailed her needs as far as presents are concerned to a quarterly situation.
Well, I think
Yeah,
just
maybe.
a show. I think just a show of appreciation.
She wants
is
a present.
nice.
A present for every season.
A present for every season.
Sure, that'll work for me.
A cell phone for fall. A microwave for winter.
A microwave.
No, something that they know. Okay, if you're dating
A
someone,
Blu-ray disc player for spring.
Wow.
No, if you're dating
A Wii for summer.
Oh, rad.
Wait, T-Man, if you're dating someone, you guys have conversations every day, and you talk about everyday things. So if you are...
Well, men didn't realize they had to take notes in those conversations to realize what he should be buying you for the next week.
Sure, if that's how he wants to do it.
You're sounding, and Vinnie the Pooh was the first to step up and accuse you of this. You're sounding a tad materialistic, and maybe a little
Not
too.
at all. I'm not materialistic at all. I'm
You're sounding
independent
it.
female, and I I'm a single mom, independent female. I work 2 jobs. But if I'm giving my time and dedication to someone, and I'm helping out on the bills and stuff like that, every now and then a little gift is nice. That's all I'm saying.
She said presents. She
wanted presents. I know,
it's not
presents.
like, you know.
Presents are bigger than gifts?
That just seems different. I'll wrap with a bow. Presents.
Well, she's not even saying. She said
you didn't have to wrap it.
Self-esteem, just what I wanted.
No, but she wants to make it seem like she's mainstream, and maybe she is. Maybe that's the thing we have to realize here, that she is not materialistic. This is pretty much the mindset of every woman out there, that a man is required to, in order to maintain a healthy relationship, a man is required for no real occasion to step up, and he's got to look at the calendar and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm 2 months behind here. I haven't given her a present in 3 months.
But I think it actually goes both ways. I mean, women can do that too. I do that for my husband. If I'm out and about and I'm doing stuff for the kids or whatever, I'll think of him and go, oh, he mentioned that he needed this, that, or the other thing.
Whatever, you're married. That means you get to use it too.
No, when it comes to golf stuff, I don't golf. I don't wear the same jean size or shirts or I don't. So he doesn't need. I don't play any of his PS2, 3 games or anything like that.
I've done that too. I bought my wife a foot massager recently, and she hasn't used it once.
Right.
And I've used it many times.
Well, but I mean, it's not about being a gold digger or nothing.
Right.
It's just
I feel her.
that it's nice to get a.
What woman really knows when she's truly a gold digger? Maybe some, but not many. A lot of girls have no real comprehension of whether they're a gold digger or not. You just may be a gold digger and not realize it on some level. Maybe not on the highest level, but on some level, maybe you have to start acknowledging that you are kind of gold diggerish and you are not aware.
And I would buy them gifts as well. I would buy them something as well.
Then it cancels out. You never said that, by the way. Now it's a little late for that, and that would mean it would just cancel out. So why don't you guys come up with the reasonable understanding? Oh, it's not romantic enough. Since you were about to buy me a gift and I was about to buy you one, forget it. Let's just.
But we don't look at it as like necessarily a gift, but it's just thinking of that person. You don't think, oh, I'm buying a gift or a present. You just
give on your birthday, maybe.
Jeez. When is that again?
Unless I break up with you like I should the day before.
Yeah.
See, because guys think like exactly what you're talking about, that you're a gold digger and you want this and that.
I'm the one who said that guys all should be paying for the dinners. They shouldn't even think twice about it. It creates an awkwardness to even suggest that, or even have that moment where you're waiting for her to like flex towards her wallet or whatever women carry these days that have their cash in their boobs. And but as far as these seasonal or these required presents, I'm sorry. You know what? That seems a little obnoxious to me.
All right.
I'm sorry to have to say.
Do you buy your wife something every now and then?
Never.
How a roof over her head.
So if you were with a
schlong on her forehead.
Wow. If you were with a good dude and he bought you no presents, are you bugging?
She's bugging. Of course she's bugging.
Yeah, I think she's bugging.
Of course
Do you buy your wife something every now and then without being told that what she wants?
I am the gift that keeps on giving. Oh. So the fact that
you're like the dessert of the month club.
Mm-hmm. Not by requirement, not because I feel it's mandatory that, as I said, look at the calendar. I can't believe I've let so much time go by and I didn't buy her the mandatory present to show her I love her. Out of nowhere. Shut up.
Okay.
That's not love.
I'm not saying it has to be love. We're talking about if you're dating someone. It doesn't have to be love, but if you're dating someone and you've been with them for a couple months here and there, casual conversation.
Vinny's up on the barrel.
I know. I was just gonna say.
There it is.
He mentioned that he
this is
saw
important.
That he wanted to get.
This is important. She thinks all men not just have to be good listeners, but you have to take notes on the conversations you have. Because if she mentioned something that she would like in the conversation, even if she didn't think anything about it, she didn't bring it up for that reason. You have to come home with it the next day.
Yeah, no wonder why she's a single
You don't
parent.
ever.
She's not a gold digger.
You don't ever talk about when you were out there, single and dating or even in relationships before you got married. You never talked about your likes, your dislikes, or
I said in casual
anything
conversation,
like that.
I really like your sister. I don't remember her saying, "Here she is."
Oh, just what I wanted. How'd you know? Thanks.
Perfect size.
I just think that when you start caring about somebody, you do things.
So that's what it comes down to. If you're not buying gifts, you're not really truly caring about the person. Is that what you're going on record as saying? Because I would think that you can show that you care about someone.
How do you show?
Oh, apparently all you can show
I
that
just
you care
wanna
about
know.
someone is by buying them gifts?
No. That's what I'm asking you. How do
don't
you
know
show?
You need me to answer that for you?
I'm asking you as a man. How do you show
I'm
your wife?
asking you as a woman.
Let's say, I took my husband out to dinner or like I said, I go and when I'm out and about with the kids, I bought him a T-shirt or something.
Friday comes around, her voice is just like this.
Something stupid.
Text messages roll in, Terry, all morning long at 97373. Don't you know? That's 97373. I don't. You. I know. Let's see. 8 o'clock, 51 seconds. Somebody writes, I can't afford to do the random gifts for my lady, but I'm convinced that last caller may have been right. T-Man, could you hook me up with a DP gift card? That's a nice try. Let's see. What else is interesting here? 8 o'clock, 37 seconds. Somebody writes, Dish. What about the guy? I want some damn gifts, too, every 3 months. I work my ass off just to keep the money streaming into my bank account. Mm-hmm. I still got to buy things for myself. And now my lady once at least every 3 months? Come on, that's what anniversaries are for.
Feel me?
Guys, we're not getting the whole...
Yeah, that's right. No, I agree with you.
We're not getting the whole what, Terry? What are we not getting? You're telling me we're not
it's a
getting
require,
something?
It's just
that
nice
is what it is.
No, it's not a requirement.
If it was a nice gesture,
it's
then
a
it wouldn't
nice
be...
gesture.
No, okay, no. See, that's not the way it was laid out by the last caller. She was like, in order to keep the relationship in good standing, which means it is a requirement. Because there's no guy that I know that wouldn't want to, every once in a while, when he sees fit. And not because it's going to put him in better standing, but because he truly wants to. And because he truly cares about the girl, and because he truly knows it'll make her happy if he buys her something. Yeah, you shouldn't be the guy who buys your girl nothing. That's lame. You shouldn't be the guy who's a cheap ass and doesn't buy your girl dick.
Mm-hmm.
How much is that?
That's very cost-effective, but lame. But it shouldn't be, I need a cell phone, and he should buy it for me, and, he's not a good boyfriend, and once every 2 or 3 months, I better be getting my gift, and for no reason, no occasion, no birthday or anniversary, just because it's time.
The worst is...
Shut your ass.
Other guys kill you, because my wife tells me about other guys that buy their wife stuff. Oh, really? That's great. Just bought her a $400 diaper bag. Nice. I'm really
Truth of the
impressed.
matter is...
That's what kills you.
I'm one of those guys that buys his wife stuff out of nowhere, but not because I think it's going to make me a guy who all of a sudden now is in the good grace of my wife, because if that was truly the case, I would never buy her a thing. Just out of spite. You do it because you just feel like it for whatever the given moment is, but not because this whiny caller is suggesting that it's a requirement. And that's the whole point of it, Terry, and that's what you missed. That's what you missed! I'm talking like this!
Wait, Terry missed the point?
No.
Terry thinks she's got the point and we don't, but I am on a different page. Yes, I am. Mm-hmm.
And what does the page say?
I just told you what my page says. 7:55 and 11 seconds. Somebody writes, Vinny's again being a little bitch. Why is he trying to act like this girl is so off base? He knows that if he wants to keep a girl happy and be the little player that he thinks he is, that he has to do exactly as she just said.
Come on. Did she not sound like mad materialistic?
If he's really the little
she
player...
was obviously single for a reason.
If Vinnie the Pooh is really the little player that you think he thinks he is... then he wouldn't have to necessarily buy gifts in order to stay in good standing with a particular girl.
I'm such a player.
That's what old creepy guys have to do to keep their young girlfriends around. 7:52 and 41 seconds. Somebody writes, I'm assuming a woman, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being a gold digger. Women see it as a negative connotation. Men like to throw it out as a real hurtful type statement. When, in my world, call me that, you've paid me a compliment.
Wow. Well, there you go. Proud. Good for her.
Proud to be a gold digger. Guess what? If the word really got around town that this text messenger, this particular one, who's so proud of being a gold digger, if everyone universally, just everywhere she went, was like, oh, that girl's a gold digger, she wouldn't like it so much. Trust me.
Probably.
She speaks really bold behind the anonymity of her cell phone as she writes us a text. But if every place she showed up, every club, every even grocery store, the people that have any awareness of her, if they all were whispering behind her back, oh, you're total gold digger. Let's see if she really loves the labeling so much then. Let's see if she really sees it as a major compliment. If everyone believes that she's just that. Simple world of texting. I get it. I'm not impressed with your message. Text messages roll in, of course. You can press me at 97373. Don't you know? That's not nothing to do with he. Let's see. Any more interesting ones? T-Man, I have a question. Oh, here's T-Man. I have a question for Vinnie the Pooh. How can I get him to be the DJ at one of my high school dances? $10. He has to hire me as a sidekick.
There you go.
I'll be like, that's right, Vinnie.
I'm going to need to see your ID. Okay, this one's 18.
The DJ at our most recent dance sucked like you wouldn't believe. Oh, you want to know from sucking? Vinny's your man.
Suckiest of all sucks.
Brings dump truck guy with him. They're stumbling over.
That's right. In the
each
high
other's
school gym.
equipment.
Dumping booze all over the place.
Vinny the Pooh, do you do high school dances upon request or for the right fee or whatever? What's required to get you into a high school gym with the crepe paper and all the
crepe paper
and all the chaperones to go around?
I'll do one every now and again.
You'll do one every now and again.
Yeah.
You'll throw the high schools a bone. Is that what you're saying?
So nice.
There's a lot of
too big.
No, there's a lot of. There's too much politics with high school dances.
Okay, well that makes sense now.
What you can play, what you can't play. Don't get too close. And I'm like,
Vinnie the Pooh's a free spirit, and he doesn't like to have a very restricted playlist. He likes to play as far as his mood goes.
He likes to swear. Remember, that was his big thing.
And he likes to
drink.
Likes to get faded, and he likes to curse up a storm, and that may not be appreciated by the home ec chaperone teacher.
And no one likes to do their job when you can't swear and drink on it.
Right.
I mean, who the hell likes to work that way?
So you do one every once in a while just to stay in touch, so to speak, with the high school scene?
Yeah,
when was the last time you did a high school dance? Took a big chance.
Halloween.
You did Halloween?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Where? What high school?
It was actually a middle school, Washington Middle School. It
That's
was
not a dance, though. Was
No,
it?
it was a dance.
during the day.
Yeah,
during the day after
during
school.
the day.
School hours. They didn't have an
Right after school.
When was the last time you did a
high school
after hours, but in the gym, high school dance?
9 to midnight.
Couple years. I can't even remember. It's been a minute.
Where they all go to...
They come early to take their pictures.
Where they all go to Benihana's beforehand.
Right. Oh, God.
And then they take
Asian
pictures.
Hooters, yes.
Asian, what?
Asian Hooters.
Benihana. Yeah. Those waiters do have some sizable bees. Anyway, see if any other...
I miss the old dances.
Yeah, that's fun.
I'll DJ one. Give me a call.
Okay.
Terry left the swallow.
What?
Whoa.
People do find
Stop
sleep.
that.
I always find my sleep. I call it a little ray of sunshine.
My sleep. Really? How do you know?
Anthony's a cheap ass, that's all. If he doesn't want to spend that much, there's always the dollar menu at McDonald's. Does McDonald's still have the dollar
Oh,
menu?
it's there Wednesday. Double cheeseburger for $1.
Really?
And a 4-piece for $1.
Have they scaled down the size of the double cheeseburger? Is it the same size as always?
No, it's a double cheese.
It's a pretty good
Been
deal.
the same size for 60 years. Just 2 patties, man. Kind of a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
How about the 4-piece for $1? That's the steal.
The 4-piece chicken nuggets?
Yes.
For $1?
Mm-hmm.
Handle that.
Oh, yeah, I did. And a McRib.
Let's see everything else here I'm missing. T, what the hell is... This is retarded. Lingerie Football League is retarded.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
It's kind of.
I saw that. It's kind of
I
weird.
heard about that.
Yeah, we got one in the town. Hold
Yeah.
We have like a team?
Yes.
They had tryouts.
They had tryouts and
Oh,
everything.
what are we sweating loose in the Sonics for? I didn't know this.
Oh, no, the guy who's promoting it actually made that reference, and I wanted to choke him. Well, there's a big sports hole to be filled here in the city, so hopefully this will
There's
help.
a big hole to be filled, so our lingerie's football team is supposed to...
He's looking for a big hole to fill, I have a feeling. That's the only reason he put this stupid league together.
He just might be getting it, by the
Yeah,
way.
exactly.
If he's the owner of the league, or at least the owner of a team.
He's like a club promoter guy. You may know him, Vinnie.
jeez.
He's one of those.
At 7:39, 13 seconds, somebody writes, if I invite a man to dinner, I pay. But if a man invites me, he better.
Agreed.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but that's why I said you have the stare off where no one invites either of them. And I hope she asks. I ain't saying crap. But I'm starving. Please ask. Please ask.
T-Man, you really got to give me that gift card. My girl said if I get her a dildo, she pleasures herself in front of me. They're like, a nice standard dildo is what, $14?
A standard one?
Standard. What is the
I can give you a
standard
$50
one?
gift card, but don't be whining to me about how the only way you can get your girl to do stuff in front of you is to get a gift card and buy her a dildo. Your normal standard little beaver-like dildo is...
Last time I was at Dildos R Us, they were on sale.
That was the last time I bought a dildo, is when it had a little beaver... they actually put the likeness of a beaver-like rodent on the end above so it would be tickling at the same time that it was jamming, you know?
Wow, that sounds pretty good.
The beaver's tongue
your whole
on
hand
high
gestures.
The beaver's tongue on high speed would be
Oh, wow. Let's try that on my Anus.
She loved it, I'm telling you, for a while there, and then she kind of got immune to it. But,
This again? Was that how?
Yeah, they always get immune to it. It's like, I thought you used to love this.
Mm-hmm.
Old hat already?
Anything else I need to do? All right, anyway.
Where'd you go to, did you really go into a store and purchase one, or did you buy one online?
No, I was in a store.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I like to,
very authentic that way.
Gotta get your hands on it.
Yeah,
figure
no,
out
I
where
hear
you're
you.
at. Make
This
sure it's
one's
not
no-
showing you up too much.
Oh, yeah, this one's no good. I'm going to need that one.
1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. That's 1-866-663-T-Man. Let me start with Nene. Yes, Nene.
Hello?
Hi, Nene.
Hi.
What can I do for you, Nene?
Okay, I just want to add on to what the girl was saying or whatever.
All right. That seems to get a lot of people interested in commenting. Yes, there are a lot of people that are waiting to say a word or two about that. But you're first up this segment, Nene.
Okay, well, first of all, you don't necessarily have to buy anything. It's just showing appreciation. You know, oh, honey, you were at work all day. You came home, you took care of my kids, and you had dinner waiting for me. Maybe I'll do the dishes. Maybe
Right. That's all it is.
Dishes? I'd rather buy you a car.
Well, okay.
No.
But she's right.
Doing a dish?
Those
No
little
kidding, man.
things
That's why you have
make
400 cars at your house, huh?
Those little things are just, like she said, are just a sign of
don't backpedal
appreciation.
now,
I
Terry.
wasn't. I didn't. I was the first one who said it was a sign of appreciation.
This lady threw you a life raft that now you're grabbing onto. That
I'm
was
not-
not
no,
where you
that
were.
is-
That's
that
not
is-
where you were sailing last segment.
No.
No, being the woman that I am, because I love my man, I will show him that I appreciate him, you know?
He's like, oh, but if you show appreciation, sure, I'll just turn on the dishwasher. There you go.
That's right.
No, honey. He come home from work, if he's been working hard, I will give him a full body massage. I will make a day of pampering him.
But what if you never work hard? Like, my wife's never going to go, oh, he had a tough day.
So a man that doesn't work hard is not entitled to a full body massage in your world.
That's what I said. I would give my man.
Yes. Let's say your man didn't work hard.
I would make a day of pampering him. You know.
Well, let's
I
say
know
he didn't
he's
work.
working
Let's
hard.
say he didn't work hard in a given month. Would you still?
I mean, if I'm happy, if he's keeping me happy, and I love him, I'm going to show him that I appreciate him.
But it sounds like he's not keeping you happy unless he's working hard each month.
No.
Why do you twist? See,
No.
you're
I'm
twisting
just
it
asking,
again.
Terry. She's the one who brought it up.
I
She said if he works hard in a month, I will give him a full body
But see,
massage.
the thing, she understands that he works
There you
hard.
go.
She understands that he works hard.
Yes, and
All
if he
right?
doesn't work hard, I'm just asking.
But she
does he
knows that
not,
he does.
Does he not get any body massages?
I bet he does.
Don't
First
answer
of all,
for
he
her.
does-
Yes.
Okay, even if he
gotta
doesn't
work
have a
hard.
job, if I'm the one working and he's taking care of home, he's taking care of the kids or taking care of the house, and he has my dinner waiting on me or whatever.
A likely
yes,
scenario.
That's still working.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that seems like you got a good relationship going there, Nene. It seems like a nice
actually,
give and
I'm
take.
single. I'm just saying.
Oh, she's talking about a perfect world. Oh, I thought that's what she was describing.
Didn't work
with her
out too
husband.
well. I tried it, but it didn't work out.
No, I can't find any guys like that.
Right. She's single. Hell of a plan.
I thought she was describing her environment.
Me too.
Apparently, she was just describing Fantasyland. 1-866-6. Apparently on Fantasyland, Terry. Man works hard, and then after receiving his full body massage, will appreciate you right back at you by doing the dishes and it's just a never-ending stream of give and takes.
That's right.
I just worked hard. Why am I doing dishes?
Because I just give you a full body massage.
Full body massage. Women don't even give massages. Sometimes women give such bad massages like, all right, you get to stop now.
Wow.
You suck.
Wow.
Is there anything good about, you know?
No. I'm not talking about my world. I'm talking about... But I have gotten the girl give like a real bad massage.
And when she tries and it sucks. And
tried and failed. Shouldn't even bother trying at all.
You tried and failed?
Have I ever tried anything and failed?
Well, as far as
Terry,
full
have you
body
listened to the
massage-
show ever on a daily basis? Wow. 1-866-663 man. Of course, Terry. Most everything I try fails miserably. But I pick myself up by the boot. Oh, never mind. Anyway, Mike, you're on the air. Good morning, Mike.
Man, these women need to figure it out that if they want their man to do something for them, they need to start doing it first.
That's what you just said. A lot of give and take, and that's what it is. It is a lot of give and take.
Anyway, yeah. Thanks, Mike.
Where'd you go?
I'm right here.
Yeah, no, these women are pissing me off.
Oh.
My man doesn't do nothing for me. They don't do anything unless I give them something first. Well, you know what? They want the man to remember what the relationship and romance is all about. Maybe they need to be pulling their heads out and doing it first.
All right.
Thank you, Mike.
He's mad.
He's fired up.
Yes.
Ladies are pissing him off. Chris, you're on the air. Hello, Chris.
Hi, what's going on, T-Man?
You tell me, Chris.
Well, unlike the last caller, it's not about who does what first. I don't have a problem giving to my lady. The problem is when they expect it.
Or it's required. That's what bugs me. The requirements that are unwritten, really unspoken even, but they're there. You know what I mean? He hasn't bought me anything lately. I don't like that.
The conversation would be totally different if a guy called in and said, you know, my girlfriend or my wife, I should be expecting some type of sexual encounter at least 3 times a week.
But we get those calls. We get those
just
calls.
out of spite wouldn't buy anything if I suspected that you were sitting around expecting it. Did you follow that?
Not really, but kinda.
A lot of expecting.
If I feel like
you're expecting it,
some girl that I'm hanging with is sitting around expecting that I'm due to buy her a gift,
right?
She'll be waiting a long time,
right. Which and I agree with you on that.
Terry, I understood what you were talking about. Right. I fully agree with you.
Right.
But that first initial caller made it seem like this is what she expects.
Right, and that's the thing. I agree.
You agreed with it at the time, and now you're very carefully backpedaling in the very
but it's not
usual Terry Free style.
I think that what I don't think she really meant to say gifts, so to speak. But I think that it's...
She said presents. She said gifts.
Presents.
She knew exactly what she was
meant
talking
that.
about. She lives in the donation world, and at least when you go to Eros, you get a nice, hefty hand job and then some for your transaction.
Eros.
If you expect it, you're not going to get it.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I just flashed back to 2003, but that's all right.
But I think it's just.
I love it.
And I agree. There shouldn't be an expectation. There should be just a want
Too
and
late for that,
desire
Terry.
to show the love and respect for one another and appreciation for each other. And it is a give and take.
Charlie, you're on the air.
Hi.
Oh, Charlie. That's your name, Charlie?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Charlie.
I was named after my dad.
Oh, sorry, Charlie. And what can we do for you, Charlie? Your dad
I
is
think the first caller got it all wrong. She made it sound like it's a mandatory thing. Like if you don't buy her something, that she doesn't want to be with you.
Yes, and Terry agreed then, but now she's flip-flopping.
I did not flip-flop.
Terry, I could play the tape for you, but it would be too unnecessary.
I think it's more like just bringing home her favorite candy bar because
candy
she
bar
likes it, or just buying flowers for just to appreciate her, or even like
that could be considered a little gift.
Here's a Charleston shoe for you.
There's a little gift. Oh, thank you. A gift of appreciation.
It tastes better if you freeze it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so a candy bar, and she's happy.
Well, it's the little things. Call it a gift, call it a present, whatever. It is a gift of appreciation. She didn't have to buy it herself, so anything you didn't have to buy is considered a gift.
Here's some Reese's peanut butter cups. I love you, babe. Oh, wow, you really inhaled those.
I'm sure if your husband brings you a Snickers, you're not really a Snickers.
My favorite candy bar is like Mambas, and they're hard
It's
to
what?
find
What's
in
your,
shelves.
wait, what's your favorite candy bar?
The Mambas, they're kind of like Starburst.
Yeah,
Mambas?
Oh, yeah. They're like now and laters, but...
I know those are.
Mambas.
Yeah, those are brutal.
Oh, those are nasty. Those are like wafer kind of...
Yeah, it's like now and laters.
They're like...
Fruity.
They're like bad sweet tarts,
kind
right?
of like Starburst.
No?
Yeah, like
It's
they're a
Starburst,
Starburst.
Mambas. Maybe I'm thinking of...
I'll bring some in.
It's more like...
It's a Starburst
Flavored
ripoff.
Mentos or...
No,
They're
Starburst.
kind of like
Great.
Starburst.
Yep.
I like Starburst.
Yeah, they're kind of like Starburst.
All
But
right.
they're hard to find.
They're
There's
hard
only
to
one
find, so if
store
he
that
makes the
sells them in
effort...
Shelton.
So if
But
any,
see, that is
so if
not
any
fun.
guy makes the effort to go out and get you Mambas, you're appreciative.
Well, yeah, just because he knows it's my favorite candy bar and he brings it home to me, or like, I don't like
Probably on one too many.
like I don't like roses. I like tulips, and you can't get tulips.
So any man that's willing to tiptoe through the tulips and bring a couple home for her is going to be in her serious, a good, a graces.
Sure.
But bring home roses and you'll get your ass chewed out.
Well,
No, I
Hey,
just,
I
he just
hate
knows
these.
I like tulips best, so
Tulips.
he'll bring me tulips if he finds them. Or like, even he came to work. He came to work like a week ago and brought me a turkey sandwich.
oh, that's so nice.
Why is it going to be about food with you?
It's not. I'm just saying, like, it's
She
something
eats the
small
tulips.
that
Okay.
doesn't cost.
Mm.
It doesn't really cost a lot of money. It's just.
Well, whatever. You're too needy. Goodbye. 1-866
chicks.
663 T-Man is the number to call.
Is it EROS or how do you spell
What's that?
it? EROS. Can't remember.
Is that still up and running?
I'm looking. I'm trying to find it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it ER?
EROS.
Oh, I thought it was AER.
No, no, no.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What do I know?
Mm-hmm.
Play dumb.
I haven't been there in years.
Oh yeah, it's up.
But, you know, on occasions when I head out of town. Oh, anyway. Yeah, and text messaging and I know you got a whole pile of stuff over there, Terry.
I do.
It's a Practice Friday.
It is.
It is a mid-November weekend with Brock Lesnar set to fight Randy Couture, and no one's buying it. No one's getting it. They're asking a lot.
What time does
$55.
that start?
That starts Saturday night at around 8.
I can't be there.
Okay. And we'll be back right after these words.
TheManShow.com.
Okay, Terry, I see a pile of stuff over on your side of the console. Please
Cream cheese,
inform
peanut butter,
me.
bagels.
Oh,
Oh,
geez, not that pile. That pile is pretty much already
inhaled.
taken care of.
Yes.
What is going on in the world as we lead into this weekend with very few weekends left in 2008? Can you believe that?
I
Have your
know.
Christmas shopping done already?
Oh, I will by this weekend.
It seems like it flew by, and yet when I think about what I did last New Year's Eve, it seems like more than a year ago, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's a conundrum. What else is going on? Because we had a party at our house at New Year's Eve. Small little get-together with, about 20 people.
Cool.
And it just doesn't seem like it was this year. It doesn't seem, but when I think about 2008, it seems like it flew by.
Yeah.
So how does that all work out?
Not quite sure, but
Maybe I
get
should take
you.
it up with my therapist. Okay, whatever. What else? What's going on in the world?
According to a new study, they have found that 90% of Viagra bought online is fake.
Uh-huh. People actually do buy it online? Is
Yeah,
that
they
why they're
do.
so encouraged to send me 20 emails a day?
I think so.
People actually do click on the link that will get you to a spot where you can, give your
Sure.
credit card, and then it shows up in the
Absolutely.
mail, and it's really Tic Tacs in
Oh.
a diamond blue form, or
Or
what?
it could be something worse. They say it could be spiked with harmful substances like rat poison.
Oh, wow.
So-
My schlong needs a little rat poison.
Does it?
Yeah. Spark things up.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
So be aware of all people who are clicking the Let's Buy Viagra.
Why
now.
do you buy Viagra online? Because you're afraid to have to look face-to-face at a doctor and try to get your own prescription?
Yeah,
you like the
maybe
privacy
it's
of it.
tough. Yeah.
I mean, it's not private enough just between you and your doctor. It's just...
I don't want an errand. Just
Or
want to
when
dial it
you're
up at work.
It's an errand to walk out of the
I'll have
mailbox.
it to my house by the time I get out of this place.
Or when you're 22 and just want it for, party reasons or whatever. You can't exactly
Can't
say,
really-
hey, I'm just
I've been
functional.
flaccid
there.
since I was 20.
I think you're more apt to be willing to say to your doctor that I I have some problems, and I need some Viagra if you really wanted it for party reasons and it's really not an issue, but you want to take some anyway. You would be more embarrassed and reluctant to tell your doctor if it really was the truth. Doc, I'm only 31 already. I'm having erection deal problems here. Well, they'll write you a prescription. Oh. But first I got to tell all the nurses so we can laugh at you.
Right, on the way out of here, and the lady at the front desk and everyone else, and the pharmacist.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, maybe I do need to buy it online. Anyway.
But I hate going to the doctor. Any excuse to not go to the doctor's
Well, and that's
office.
the thing. You have to go through a series of tests.
I don't know. I've never bought any drugs online or anything like that. But
I never have either.
You never have, really?
I had a buddy.
If you haven't, then I feel a bit
I bought a buddy that bought Ambien. Done at his house 2 days.
And he took it and it worked?
I think like 300 of them.
He hasn't woken up, but it worked.
No, see, he bought 90, and they were gone in 88 days. He said. That's healthy, huh?
Wow.
But I would assume that most of the drugs you buy online is going to be potential, bull crap or,
Well, you would, but I don't think
dangers.
So because they want return business, so that they want you to come back. They're not going to screw you, I don't think. Why would they screw you? They make more money if you come back.
Because they just have their hands on an unlimited supply of drugs?
Yes.
All right.
Mexico?
Okay.
That's how you get them.
That's how you get Ambien and Viagra and
I
everything
would
else you
assume,
want.
yeah.
They got it all stocked in a storage room in Mexico.
Well, some of these pharmacies, you have to set up this with a faux doctor consultation.
A faux doctor.
Do you need to see a doctor? That's the loophole. Oh, yeah, I do. And then it's like an online doctor asks you a few questions. Yeah, my back hurts. Okay, well, you may need this.
So you have a little online doctor chat?
Yes, that's the loophole. So you have officially met with a doctor. That's how they can sell it to you.
And this doctor, I'm sure, went to one of the most prestigious medical schools and is very reputable and all that.
I haven't checked his credentials, but yes, I'm sure that's.
Or is it Bob Schmagegi or Hank Magoo sitting in their basement who has no medical background whatsoever?
I think you nailed it.
Aha.
Hey, Bob, get some Vicodin ready. Ship it on out. Yep. But I'm too scared to give a credit card.
Terry's saying 90% of the Viagra you're buying online
is
either dangerous or fraudulent on some level.
Doesn't seem right.
Okay. Hotshot says that doesn't seem right. He's
know why
doubting
they
your
do it.
story.
Yeah.
What else? What else is going on? But the Cialis is perfect.
Cialis.
What else?
Divorce.
They're still showing the commercials of a man and a woman in separate tubs. I saw it the other day. They're still hitting you with the same stuff they showed you 4 years ago for the Cialis.
I can throw a football through a tire.
That's the other one.
Is
That's
it?
the Levitra.
Oh, Levitra. All right. I did ask my dentist if it was right for me. He said it was.
Oh. Anyway. What else is going on? What else is happening?
Divorced people die 9 years earlier than married people, according to
Should have gotten some Viagra.
A recent study.
Should have answered that online ad. Divorced people die 9 years earlier than married people? Yeah, because they're having such a good time out there that they wear out. They can actually go out and just tear it up. 9 years earlier.
9 years earlier.
What kind of study was done there to conclude that that's the case?
Well, it happened at Rostock University in Germany.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go.
Yeah.
If it happened at Rostock. And who's playing this year at Rostock? What else? What else? That was a little quickie. Give me one more. We have time for one
Here's
more.
one more little quickie. This is actually could be helpful for Pasty Dave and Hotshot Scott. According to a new website, there is a new product called that is a battery-powered cigarette.
Battery-powered?
Yes. It's called...
Because puffing on a cigarette, Terry, is too strenuous and wears me out.
It's a lot of work. I don't want to work out.
What's the benefit of a battery-powered cigarette?
Well, let me tell you. This is according to their website.
Sit on it and rotate.
It creates a vapor-like smoke, just like a real cigarette, and delivers the nicotine hit that smokers crave, but without having to smoke a real cigarette.
Yeah, because smoking is such an exerting exercise.
It looks, feels, and tastes like a real cigarette and also distributes the same pleasures of smoking a traditional cigarette, but without all the harmful effects.
Oh, so it's a means of trying to quit cigarette smoking?
I guess, yes, you could say that. Yeah, but, I mean, it helps.
Whatever. Anyway, that was quick. What else? Give me one more. Last one. Last one for the morning. I'm going to take a lot of calls.
Question of the day for you.
For the rest of the way home on this Friday morning. Question of the day.
Yes.
All right.
Would you pay $10 more to sit in a quote-unquote baby-free zone on an airplane?
The baby-free zone.
Right.
I like babies. The baby-free zone, first of all, if I didn't like babies, $10 more doesn't sound like a big amount of money, but how far can you really get away from the babies on the plane? I mean, the plane is only so long, right? It's only so wide, so big that if there's a baby on board, first of all, you should have the yellow triangle, or what was it? A triangle?
Yeah, a little placard thing. I don't know.
Yeah. You should have the, remember baby on board?
That was
anyway,
annoying, yes.
If there's a baby on board...
Oh, good. Now I'm not going to smash my car into you. Thanks for warning me.
Yeah, I was really going to do my normal horrible driving ways, but
right.
I'm going to look out for you because you have a child. And
Woo, thanks for the warning.
Mm-hmm.
Not plowing into you today.
I will absolutely pull back on my normal, ridiculous driving tactics. Terry, $10 for the baby-free zone.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth it? If you hate babies, I don't know. If you hate babies and hear the baby crying even like 20 rows away, isn't it bugging you? Not as much as if they were 2 rows away.
Yeah,
I have a
right.
question about the baby-free zone.
Don't ask me a lot of questions about the baby-free
Can you drink
zone.
in the baby-free zone?
Well, I want to know if you say, yes, I'd like to sign up for the baby-free zone, here's my $10, then you get on the plane and there's no babies on the plane. Do they keep your $10 anyway, or can you get a refund?
You pre-booked, obviously. You went to Travelocity or Expedia, and you checked the box that said, I'm paying an extra $10 for the baby-free zone. Then you get on the plane, he's asking, and you look around, and there wasn't a baby scheduled to be on the plane. You feel duped.
What a ripoff.
You feel like if they're really going to be honorable, they give you your $10 back. He wants to know if there's no babies ticketed on the plane.
Okay, overthinker.
Do you get your $10 back or no? If you're an airline, do you give that man his $10 back?
Probably not.
Come on. Really? There's no babies on here, so
You
it
didn't have to
anyway.
check the box. You were
You chose.
You
Take your chances then.
You just needed to guarantee yourself the baby-free zone.
And they did,
And
I
you
guess.
got it.
Yeah.
It's not our problem.
That no one was.
I just scared away every parent that wanted a buck.
Yeah, when that bun's not looking, I take a handful of mini vodka bottles.
There'd probably be some moms that would want some kind of data that would indicate to them how many people on this plane signed up for the baby-free zone. I don't want to fly 5 hours with a bunch of haters.
That's right.
So that's why there were no babies. It worked against you to sign up for the baby-free zone. Some moms didn't want to fly with you.
So to speak, yeah.
Because you're a heartless bastard.
I'm going to sign up for that in my house in about 4 months.
What?
Is that possible?
Hotshot is due to have a child.
I
Is
know.
that right?
In 4 months.
Holy crap.
Hotshot's coming in.
I forget every day.
And he thinks signing up for the baby-free zone for $10 is a steal.
That's right. Bargain. In. Done.
Wow. There is a baby-free zone in your home whenever you choose. It's called Pick a Fight and Get in Your Car.
Oh, okay. Good. How much is that?
Here's your baby-free zone.
The T-Man Show.com.